Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
It's coming. It's coming. Here we go. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the bloody hell's on Joey's head? And this is where I grew up. And the present owner fixed it up. I knew we'd never ever went without. The second floor is hot for sneaking out. And this is where I went to school. At the time I had better things to do. Criminal records say I broke in twice. Ha! I must have done it down a dozen times. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Life's better now than it was back then. If I was them, I wouldn't let me in. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God! Every memory of looking out the back door. I had the photo up and spread out on my bedroom floor. It's hard to say it. Time to say goodbye. Goodbye. Every memory of us walking out the front door. I found the photo of the friend that I was looking for. It's hard to say it. Time to say it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Tonight's show is sponsored by Nickelback. Your story of Nickelback, please. 0344 499 1000. But before that, remember the old arcade? Blew every dollar that we ever made. The cops hated us hanging out. They say somebody went and burned it down. We used to, I can be honest, Kath, that was a little bit too high for me, that one.
I mean, man alive.
It was a real toss-up, right?
Certainly was.
Between that and I should have gone for this. But this is the thing. I tried to do it without a rehearsal, guys. And you deserved better. Normally, I pick the song before I come in, and I listen to it in the car once, and about half of it, and rehearse it. And I didn't get a chance to rehearse tonight. I could have done this one. This is the one I was going to do. Hang on a second. Is this playing? Where's my? Here we go. Where's the? Why is my computer not working all of a sudden? That's a shame.
Maybe Destiny's trying to tell you something.
Destiny's Child. No, let's. What is this?
Oh.
It should be. Okay, it's not. But yeah, if we go back to Nickelback, they're still there. Those guys are still there. Ah, man, that's a real shame. The other one was going to be Je suis un rockstar.
Oh, I don't know that one either.
Do you not know that one?
No.
Je suis un rockstar. Do you not know that?
No.
Bill Wyman's solo hit. Je suis un rockstar. Do you not know?
No.
Oh, Catherine. Oh, Catherine, you're in for an absolute treat. This is a classic. Have a listen to this. Bill Wyman, his only solo hit, former bass player of the Rolling Stones. Do you not know this?
No.
This is a classic. Yeah? Come on, you must know.
I don't know it.
Here we go.
Said she come from Rio, lived on a mountain. I met her in Trafalgar Square. She was sitting in the fountain.
Yeah?
She took off her hat.
Took off her hat.
She had lovely hair. She was a disco dancer. With the Copacabana there. South American lady. You got that crazy beat. Brazilian beauty. With the flashing feet. Dance to the music. The Mardi Gras, then jumped on the Concorde. You're so la-di-da.
Yeah? This isn't ringing any bells?
None whatsoever.
We'll get to the chorus. You might recognise the chorus. It takes quite a long time to get there, apparently. Slow start to the show. Here we go.
Took her to a disco in Paris. And then she danced with me.
There we go.
Then I took a chance. Come home with me today. I live in France. We can get there BEA. Je suis un rockstar. Je habille un résidence. Je have a tailor. À la south of France. Voulez-vous partir with me? Then come and rest a lot with me in France.
Oh, well, it's not ringing any bells.
No, none whatsoever.
It's going to be a slow start. So we're going to, what do they call it? A soft launch. When people haven't got the money for advertising or a big fanfare, they call it a soft launch. And tonight's show, I think tonight's show is going to be a soft launch for pretty much the first 2 hours, 50 minutes. Then the last 10 minutes. Whoa, we're really going to smack you in the face. But don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that, because there are certain caveats. Good evening, dear listener. This is the late night alternative as advertised in yesterday's Sun. Oh, yes. And I've been told by the big boss, not my boss, I reckon I can do a good impression of Denny, my boss.
Go on. Carefully.
Well, in my head, I could... Look, Kath, I've got faith in the show. I think it's that. And it was look... Guys, I've got faith in the show. It's a bit like him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, guys.
He's an excellent pep talker.
Oh, he's a spiv. He's a spiv. Look, guys, I've got faith in the show. See, I've got the squint, haven't I? The earnest squint. By the way, if you want the earnest squint is a great name for a character if someone wants to write a movie set in 1960s. London. No, like the actual boss of like the whole of this, not Murdoch, but of this organisation. And he came in and I had my feet on the table and he told me to get them off and I went, get stuffed, old man. And then...
when he left, I told you who it was.
So I went and licked his tyres clean on his roller. That's what I did. I licked his tyres clean on his roller. 0344 499 1000. My name is Iain Lee. Some of you may remember me from the 90s, which is odd, actually, because the 11 o'clock show, it started in 98, but it kind of took off in 2000, so I don't know why people associate me with the 90s. I've hosted many television programmes, and some of them even had an audience. Catherine Boyle is here. She was the producer responsible for me getting the sack at the BBC. She was overseeing that show when it happened. You
may have caught me a couple of times on BBC Look East.
There we go.
Looking sad near a donkey.
There we go, you see. We who knows what was happening before to warrant the sad look in your eye, but I think we've all been offered that VHS tape at some point. One of the few VHS tapes I turned down. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you're looking, dear listener, for talk about Brexit, about Trump, if you're looking for a phone-in on the sad state of a family that's being torn apart by illness and legal wranglings, if you're looking for all of those things, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. You need to go to the other place, the moribund place. Although catch them while you can, because I've heard rumours it's closing down pretty sharpish. They're having a closing down sale. You can get 5 James O'Briens for a tenner now. Yes,
bargain.
Yes. And 20. You can get 20 Nigel Farages for a packet of Silk Cut. That's not the kind of show that we do here. If you want to, and while I am a big fan of all modes of transport, including the London Black Cab and Black Cabs all over the country, I'm a big fan. I know we have lots of Black Cab listeners, but if you'd like to hear a radio host actually having sex and offering a reach around to pleasure a Black Cab driver, I'm afraid you're going to have to listen to Duncan Barks on BBC London, because we don't do that here, guys. Here we sit, we open the phone lines, and we talk about absolutely anything you want. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. It's probably free. If it's not, it'll cost you pennies. You'll speak to Sam. He will take your name and number and he will call you back. The call is on my dime. How's about that? And you can literally call in about anything you want. You can call in about all the stuff that I've just poo-pooed. But the show is called The Late Night Alternative because I think London, I think Britain, I think the United Kingdom, God damn it, I think the world deserves more than 3 hours of those same old phone-ins. I nearly said boring, and that's disrespectful to the family that's involved, and I don't mean it. But those same old phone-ins that have been on all day on all the stations, and you flip around the dial now. You can predict it's phone-in radio by numbers. So we sit here and chat, and you phone in any time you want to do that. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. And the reason I'm padding, and I'm going to put my hands up, I'm padding, is because I've just spent an hour trying to set up an email because the rabbitholeshow.com, mine and Kath's new website, is up. It's up and running. Okay, it's there. Needs a bit of work, and I need to go in and tinker. Kath, you can go in and tinker, but it's there. And so I've spent an hour trying to set up Iain at the rabbitholeshow.com, and I just cannot set up emails. I can't set up, even though I'm following very, very precise directions that the team behind the website have given me. I cannot set up emails. Then I thought, I'll go and try and set up the emails on my telephone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I haven't got a phone. I've got a landline phone at home, which I never use. I don't know the telephone number. The only person who uses that phone is an African lady who still phones me up. I go home and I check the answer phones. You have 3 messages. I won't do the voice, but it's an African lady I cannot make out a word she's saying, and I have spoken, sometimes I've caught her ringing, and I've said, please, you are dialing the wrong number, please don't call me. And then I phone up the number, sometimes I've done 1471, I've phoned up the number, right? I've got no idea what that number is, what's going on there, because the first time it was, he sounded like a very posh Asian gentleman. And I said, hello, yes, I wonder if I could speak to the African lady. And he said, I don't know who you mean. I said, well, she keeps phoning. He says, there's no African lady here. And I said, well, she keeps phoning. You've got the wrong number. I said, no, I haven't, because I've 1471. And then he went, oh, she's gone to America.
Oh.
And I went, really? Because she just called 20 minutes ago. And then I phoned up. I phoned him up a few weeks later, and then like an Irish gentleman answered, and same thing. No, there's no African lady here. So I am wondering if she's like a slave. She's being held there against her will, and she's desperately trying to get help. And all I'm doing is I'm exploiting her on national radio for my own.
Either that,
yeah,
or there's a phone on the landing.
Oh, hey, halls. You're talking halls.
Halls, hostel, institution.
Just go through that list again. I've got something funny.
Halls, hostel.
No, she seems quite pleasant.
She doesn't. I've heard her voice. She's quite telly-offy.
She is quite telly-offy.
Could it be a unit?
It could be a quite so secure unit. So that's going on, but I haven't got a phone, and the reason I haven't got a phone, dear listener, is, as many of you will know, I slammed my phone in a door 5 times when I was in a cottage. I dropped it on the floor as I was getting the boys in and taking their shoes off, and I registered the thought, I must pick up that phone. And then, you know what happens when you've got kids, and anyway, I tried to shut the door, and the door wouldn't shut. Why? Whoa, it's my phone! And I'd smashed it so badly that, you know, the ink inside an iPhone, it's got ink inside it. The ink inside the iPhone was bleeding all across the screen. The touch screen wouldn't work. It was horrendous. Okay, so I took it to Dodge Pop McPhee in the awful town of, what was the awful town called? Boscombe. God, dear God. You know, if you've ever seen Threads, right, Sheffield in the 1980s, after they've had a nuclear bomb dropped on it, that's Boscombe. And you know me, I don't really diss regions, right? I don't think me dissing Boscombe is going to lose me that many listeners. It was, but so this guy fixed in inverted commas,
as in I'll fix you,
my iPhone for 50 quid. But the screen was a bit dark, and I thought, oh, that'll brighten up. It didn't brighten up. The screen is all over the place, getting a bit dark. So I booked it in to an Apple store, just 25 minutes walk from work. Nowhere near where I live, but 25 minutes walk from where I work. And Catherine accompanied me, yes. And it was like hell in there. I said to one of the gentlemen, "Excuse me, where are your genii?" And he said, "What?" I said, "Where are your geniuses?" And he went, "Oh, they're on the second floor." So we went up, and we sat there for ages. And it was a 6:15 appointment. I'd already made it at 5:45, and I thought, no, I won't get there that early. So 6:15, and Andre, Gatford, and Alan, I will get to all of you eventually. I'm just hoping that someone less dull, more coherent phones in. That's all it is, guys. So I will get to you eventually. And please don't take this as an insult, but I'm hoping a good caller rings up, and then I'll get to them. 0344 499 1000. And so we're there, and this young guy came over called Ricky. I think it was Ricky. "Hey, I'm Ricky. How can I help you?" And I said, "Well, this is the phone, and it's and it said it's a bit dark." I explained the story. I had it fixed by Dodgepot McPhee, and it was dark. And he looked at it, he said, "It doesn't look that dark to me." And I said, "No, it changes. Sometimes it's darker than others, but it's got a bluish tint." So then he went and he turned the brightness up, and he said, "Are you saying that's dark?" And I said, "Well, no, but what you've done there is you've turned the brightness up to maximum, full, and that will cane the battery." He went, "Oh." I said, "Trust me." And he said, "Right, let me go through a checklist of things." And I said, "Dude, trust me. I have tried everything. I've gone to the setting. I've tried everything. This screen is not right. I want you to put a new screen on." He said, "Well, it's going to cost you 130 quid for a little bit of glass." Okay. And I went, "Yeah, I know." He said, "Well, have you tried?" I said, "No, I've tried everything. I'm prepared to pay." He went,
bless him, he was trying to save you some money, wasn't
he? Yes. And he said, "Right, okay, I've got to tell you, because it's after 6, we won't be able to give this back to you tonight." And I went, yeah. And I said, "Oh, because you shut at 8? He said, "Yeah." I said, "Right, it takes less than an hour to do, doesn't it?" Because I've had it done before. He said, "Yeah." I said, "So that will take us to 7:15. He went, yeah, but, because it's after 6, there's a backlog." And I'm thinking, I had a book for 5:45. And, in fairness to him, he was a very nice chap. In, unfairness to me, I got a little bit dickish. I found it really stressful. I found the whole experience so stressful.
But you were stressed out before.
I was stressed out.
That place is, It's what purgatory probably looks like,
yes.
Okay? It's all high vaulted ceilings and stuff, and communal benches, and people drumming their fingers and looking at their phones, and it turns out every single one of those people who's looking busy on a device is waiting.
Yeah. And it was, I'm just stressing out because I find the whole phone thing when the new anxiety dream for me now isn't my teeth falling out, it's me cracking my iPhone screen. I'm having it more and more often, and I'm nuts anyway. And so I got very stressed, and I have to, when I go back tomorrow to collect the phone, he said, "You can come in any time after 10 in the morning." I said, "I don't live here." But I didn't get too angry. I could have got angrier, but, I did behave like a dick, and I will try and find Ricky, and I will apologise to him tomorrow.
I don't think you behaved like a dick.
Well,
I think you were frustrated.
Yes.
I think you made it clear, and he was actually really calm.
Annoying. No.
Calm.
Well,
he was young.
Yes.
He was really calm, and he wasn't taking any of the criticism of himself.
No.
And actually, when he pulled you up on that, you said, "No, I'm talking about talking about
because
the
then
shop.
he brought up Apple's battery. He said, how are you finding the battery? I said, well, Apple's batteries are famously rubbish.
But I think that was his way of trying to do something positive for you.
When, what, by
saying, how's your battery? And you said it's rubbish. He said, I think we can make it better.
No. They have to do that because those models were recalled.
I know, but that's him trying to put some sugar on top.
Well, I didn't want any sugar on it. He
I
should
know.
have just done it.
I know.
But I did behave. I did behave badly, and I will go in tomorrow when I collect it. And I will try and find that young man, and I will apologise to him if I can find him, and that's what we'll do. But I found the whole thing very stressful. And then, of course, it's not the fact. Well, it's partly the fact that now I haven't got a phone for 24 hours, and we are addicted to technology. No one decent has called in yet. We are addicted to technology. You know, I particularly, not all of us, but I would say a significant number of us are not only addicted to technology. We are also addicted to telephones. As I looked out of the window on Covent Garden, everybody was walking past with their phone. Everybody. It's like when you split up with a partner and then everybody's out there holding hands and singing love songs to each other. Everyone was with their phone. We are addicted to phones and technology. So I'm kind of, I'm slightly anxious about that. Although, of course, I've got my laptop, so I can still check my emails and Twitter and all of that stuff. But also, you know, it's not that. My mood at the moment is up and down like a bride's nightie. It's all over the place. We could be having a decent call coming in. Take that. It's all over the place. And it's because I'm not particularly well. It's because, you know, there are, things in my life that are, you know, that are private, that are kind of breaking down. There's all these kind of things going on. And so, the phone and the phone breaking and having the phone taken away from me became the focal point for the huge pile of excrement that is my personal life. Basically, this is collapsing around my ears as we speak. So I haven't got a phone, but I'm feeling all right about it. Yeah.
Brave soldier.
Okay!
Come on.
0344 499 1000. John's called in, so I'm afraid Andre, Gatford and Alan, you've all been pushed to the back. But even John's been pushed to the back because we got to play these adverts.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
It's a phone-in show, goddammit. Take some bloody phone calls, you has-been. Good evening, John.
It's a phone-in show.
It's a phone-in show, John!
Yeah. Hi, Ian. Hi, Cass.
She's gone to make coffee. We talk about the gender pay gap on the BBC. You should see what happens here in Talk Radio. But she's gone off to make us coffee.
Yeah. I'd like to welcome all the new listeners and viewers to the show.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Viewers?
Fillers? Viewers?
What is it?
I've got, and that track you were asking for last night, I think I've got it. That, was it Cilla Black singing with a northern accent?
Yeah. What would you mean? What?
Cilla Black singing, unfortunately, can I be honest with you, I fell asleep.
What the? Here's the thing. For a late night phone-in show, people falling asleep while we're on is the greatest compliment that can be paid. But did I miss
anything the last half hour?
Yeah, it was bloody good. We slaughtered a virgin, and we ate his blood, and then we performed a black magic ritual, and we all gained powers. It was great, John. It really was great. You missed a humdinger. But we were talking yesterday, singers that sound like they're from the north of England, that have retained their northern accents, and Cilla Black was mentioned. What do you mean it's not like Cilla Black's songs are lost?
Yeah, I've got a track line up. I'm not sure about
not
the
listening
speed.
To
anyway,
me.
I'll play it to you, Ian.
Here we go. I see where we're going. Too soon. Can I say, by the way, hi to Simon Bates?
Hello, Simon Bates.
Who's quite possibly listening to the show. Last night, dear listener, we did a little thing that we do from time to time. We had a little ask-a-vous of you on Twitter. for guest suggestions. And normally, most of your suggestions are rubbish, if I'm honest. But last night, they were all absolute blinders. And it was quite often people that I just hadn't thought of. And one of them was Simon Bates. And so Kath sent Simon Bates an email asking if he'd like to come on. And he sent us the most polite refusal that we've ever seen. Wasn't it delightful?
Very charming.
Really, really charming. He would have been a great guest, and he's not up for it. And which is, of course, is absolutely fine. Would never bear anybody a grudge because they don't want to come and talk to me, for goodness sakes. But it was the most politest refusal we've ever had, Simon. So thank you for that, mate. We have got successes, though. Bill Oddie, Thursday, coming in the studio.
He is.
Oh, fantastic. Bill Oddie has worked with everybody. And the thing is, we'll probably mention birds and all of that stuff, bird watching, and we may talk about depression a little bit and stuff. But I'm more interested in his comedy background, his comedy pedigree, because, there'll be a whole generation or a couple of generations that are unaware that he has worked with everybody. He worked with the Pythons before they were the Pythons. I believed he worked with Viv Stanshall, Neil Innes and the Bonzos. Barry Cryer, he's probably worked, I'm imagining he's worked with Spike Milligan. All of those people. So that's kind of what I'm keen to pick his brains on. The great Bill Oddie is coming into this studio. I'm over the moon with that. That is so exciting. What a thrill that's going to be. And we sent out Kath sent out loads of emails, about 20 emails last night to various people, and we shall keep you informed on how that process goes.
Every single one is an absolute beauty.
Yeah, they're all
and
good.
It's a dream list.
And they're all people we're thinking, why didn't we think of that? Why didn't we think of that? So Bill Oddie will be on this show on Thursday, and I, for one, cannot wait for it. It's going to be absolutely superb. We are... On Saturday, we're performing in Salford. Catherine and I, live, 1:00 in Salford. There are a handful of tickets left. I mean, like a giant's handful, but there are a handful of tickets left. If you want to buy tickets, they're only a tenner. It'll be like a 2-hour show, and we'll stick around afterwards. And we love sticking around and taking pictures. And if you want stuff signed, we don't know why you would, but we are happy to do that and shake hands and meet people and stuff. You know, if you're going to put money in our pocket, then the least we can do is look you in the eye and say thank you very much indeed. Now we can feed both children, but. 1:00 lunchtime in Salford. Ticketsource.co.uk/Iain-Lee. Ticketsource.co.uk/Iain-Lee. Or just Google Salford, the Rabbit Hole, Manchester Fringe. It'll come up. Okay, it's part of the Manchester Fringe. So we're doing that on the Saturday. On the Friday, have we booked out the Comrex?
Yes.
Beautiful. We, on the Friday, we're going to be in Manchester doing the radio show. But here's the thing, Alan. He's fallen asleep. Again. He's actually fallen asleep. Well, when I said when people fall asleep to the show, it's a compliment, I didn't mean when they're on the flipping phone. Alan Caddick. Talk dirty to him. Go on, give him a wetty.
Alan, I don't suppose you could roll over and have a look at this. Alan, I'm waiting for you. Oh, Alan.
Go for it, Kath. You've got to up the ante.
I can't. It's Alan.
Come on.
Wake up. Alan, if you wake up, I'll find a late night Greggs and buy all you can eat. And then some.
This is how you do it. Alan. I'm taking off my tabard, Alan. I'm loosening my bra, Alan. I'm swinging my dongles in your face, Alan. Lovely big boobies, Alan. In your face. Yeah, that's right, Alan. I'm taking my knickers off.
Oh, God.
My leopard skin knickers are coming off. Waving me bum in your face, Alan. I'm here naked for you, Alan. All you got to do is wake up and all your pleasures and fantasies can come true, Alan.
Don't think he's into leopard skin.
I think of you, Alan, when I'm on the lavvy.
Oh, God.
Oh, I want to have your babies, Alan. Give me your babies. I'm going to tie you to the bed, Alan. And I'm going to ride you like a horse. I'm going to ride you like a stallion, Alan. I'm going to drain you dry.
No. Red card.
Okay. Well, too much, Alan? Okie dokie. Well, there we go. That's that. 03444991000. This is the ads.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Let's go to... and the more decent calls we get, the longer Andre and Gatford have to wait. Is that all right, Andre?
Hi, Ian.
Yeah. Is that all right, Gatford?
Yeah, no worries.
OK, thank you. Mark, good evening. Mark, whereabouts in the country are you, Mark?
At the moment, I'm in Kilburn, in the northwest of London.
Do you live in London, Mark?
I live in Hemel Hempstead, Ian.
Will you be coming to the first annual Talk Radio game of Tag / Had / It this Thursday at 3 p.m. at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park?
I certainly will, mate, because I'm a London cabbie and I've already got my space on a rank.
Oh, baby, we're going to have a London cabbie. That makes it that means we can put it on TripAdvisor because it makes it an official 2017 # London event. Mark, come along. You will be very, very welcome, sir.
Plus, I have the knowledge, Ian, so I can tell you whether to go north, south, east or west in Hyde Park.
Oh, there we go. Thank you for calling, Mark. It's always a pleasure to speak to one of London's finest. What have you got for us this evening, sir?
I'm just having a bit of a stressful time on my phone, Ian. I know sort of where you're coming from. I've got a Samsung S7 now. It's gone dark, and I've been told that when I look at the photos in the gallery, it's you can see my apps all behind the photos, which is really stressing me out. And I don't know why, because I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
But so I went into the local Vodafone shop. They said, it's under warranty. It can be fixed. It's called screen burn.
Oh.
And so they said,
screen burn on a mobile phone? Because I know you used to get that on old plasma TVs. If you had the same image on too long, it would burn into the screen.
Well, that's what I've been told it's called, screen burn.
Wow.
So anyway, I was in Vodafone and they said, no, it takes 16 days you won't get it back for 14 to 16 days. I said, I can't be doing that. I need it for work. They said, well, why don't you try the Samsung shop in Oxford Street? So this is no word of a lie. And I went there today and I couldn't go in. It was like there was a force field across the shop. I saw them all in there and I thought, what am I doing? So I don't know if you've ever done this. I did that thing where you sort of hit yourself and make out you forgot something and you have to go back to your car to get it and hope that everyone else around you sort of knows what you're doing.
Do you do that, Mark? Seriously?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what mine is. I pretend my phone's ringing and I get it out and I go, yeah. Oh, you outside? All right, I'm off. And I do that. I do that. And I'm trying not... I used to do it a lot years ago, and I still do it. Or if I walk into a restaurant or something on my own, I do that. Oh, whereabouts are you? You in here? Even though there's And I'm trying not to do it because I've caught myself doing it, Mark, and I think to myself, Iain, you are a 44-year-old father of two. You're allowed to walk in and out of places. It's fine to do that. And how funny, and you do a similar thing. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I hit myself on the leg, I tutted, and I stormed off in the other direction. And I actually thought, well, these people all who can't even notice what me, they're thinking to themselves, oh, look, he's forgot something. He's forgot something. He's off to get it. And I actually convinced myself of that.
Yeah, we are. Listen, man, we should be up for Oscar nominations because the conversations I'm having on the phone with no one, they are full on proper. You know, I'm waiting the right length of time for them to reply and everything. And you sound like you've got that. So you don't hit yourself in the head; it's on the leg.
It's sort of on the leg, and I lift my leg off the ground a little bit. I go, oh, tut, and I storm off.
Do you actually say, tut?
Yeah, no, I go, oh, God. and there I go, and I sort of do an about turn, and I storm off in the other direction.
Oh, mate, I'm laughing out of recognition because I thought I was the only person. If this is ringing a bell with you, dear listener, 0344 499 1000. What do you do? What acting do you do to get yourself out of a situation that most other people would just turn around and walk out and go, I don't fancy doing this today. So is your phone still knackered?
Yes. I mean, you know what? I've got it in my ear, and I'm thinking about it now. I'm talking to you on it, and I'm thinking about screen burn.
Isn't it? I wonder why this is, right? Because when my phone broke the other day, it was Sunday, and I was having a wonderful weekend away with the boys, and what I should have done was gone, oh, well, we haven't got a phone for the last 2 days. Not a problem.
Exactly,
the mum knows where we are. I'll just go and buy a map, and it will be fine. We'll get around. And I couldn't. And I spent 2 hours online finding somewhere that was open, and I dragged the boys off with me. And then when it was obvious the screen wasn't working properly, instead of going back and saying, oi, dodgepot, I fretted about it, and I booked it in for this appointment today, and Kath came with me in the shop, and she could just see the anxiety levels rising about a bloody phone.
I mean, and today, this is no word of a lie, I actually thought about dropping it in a bowl of water and saying, right, I'm going to see if you're all right after 30 seconds and you do really still work. And this is the phone. I'm talking about a phone. I think I've actually lost it.
Mate, I think we have. I think more people than perhaps we first thought would identify with the anxiety around a phone, because it was when I looked out the window in Apple today, and I looked out in Covent Garden, literally everyone was holding it, was talking in it, was doing the Apprentice phone calls, was showing it, was taking pictures, everyone. And it is, here's the thing, right? I never took crack, right? Only because I didn't know where to get it from. But I never took it, right? But crack addicts will tell you their crack pipe. They carry it around with them everywhere. If you read the David Crosby book, he talks beautifully about being a crack addict, and his crack pipe became everything to him, and he would carry it around everywhere. He would take it to bed with him. If he was going to the toilet, he would always carry it around. And I think the phones, the mobile phones now, are like crack pipes, in that we whether it's validation on Twitter, whether it's likes or comments on Facebook, whether it's hearts on Instagram, whatever it is, we use it for validation to make ourselves feel better.
I'll tell you what it is.
Go on.
It's control, right? And we're all fooling ourselves if we think that we're in control of our lives. We're not. It's just varying degrees of at certain times, right? Yeah. But the phone makes you think you can check it. You can check everything. You can check that someone's still loves you. You can check that someone's thinking about you. You can catch up with, friends that you maybe are losing touch with. All these different things. You can make sure you know exactly where you are and where you're supposed to be. All that stuff. It's pretend control, right? So when you feel like that's being taken away from you, of course you're going to start to feel sick about it. It's hugely anxiety making. That's not even a thing. Do you know what I mean?
Also, my phone and my tablet have to be on 100% all the time. I mean, if my tablet goes at 97%, I'll say, get the charge on that.
You are properly nuts. You are properly insane.
Oh, properly.
This is we got a right weirdo on the line here, guys.
Yeah, but you're controlling everything, aren't you? You're controlling everything.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Mark, controlling everything, Kath.
Mark, lovely to talk to you, mate. Thank you for that.
All right, cheers then.
Cheers,
bye now.
Ta-ta. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let me hang on a second. We'll go to the ads in a second. Andre, Gatford.
Yeah, hi. Let me go word in.
No, hang on a minute, Andre. Are you guys all right waiting? Because we've got Tony and Dom calling in, and I think they're going to be better callers than either of you.
Yeah, hold on. You're wasting valuable blooming phone percentage.
All right, Andre. So are you all right with that, Andre? If we do Tony and Dom first?
I hope you must.
Is that all right, Gatford?
Yeah, no worries.
And if any other callers call in, then I'm afraid, guys, you're going to go to the back of the queue.
Oh, well, I'm hanging up in a minute.
And then, obviously, Darren's calling in now. And then, when it does come to your turn, you're going to have to toss to see who comes first. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. It was a cheap shot, but it was worth doing.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Oh, God. Right, hang on. This is, Andre and Gatford.
Yes, about time and all.
Yeah, well, no. Hold your horses. Yeah. Keep your powder dry, son. Because we've got...
No, my phone's getting out of battery, yeah?
Oh, it's okay, don't worry. We've got Tony, Darren and Dom ahead of you. Yeah. But there is good news.
I'm up and down like a candle in a convent here.
There is good news.
What's that?
There's somebody after you two now.
Oh, that's better then. That sounds promising.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let's, Paul?
Hello, you put me on with Andre.
No. You're on after Andre and Gatford.
Okay, get me to the back of the queue, that's fine.
Is that all right, Andre?
Well, it has to be, wouldn't it?
It will. It will, actually. Tony is calling from Birmingham. Good evening, Tony.
Evening, Ian. How are you?
I'm spunky.
Spunky, as they say in Australia.
They certainly do. They say it in England as well.
Well, Ian, I'm a little bemused to why you're so derogatory to my calling this evening.
Say that again.
I'm a little bemused to why you're so derogatory about my calling in this evening.
What have I said that's derogatory about your calling in?
Oh, you said something on the lines of we've got to get these two guys out of the way, and then we'll get some more useful callers on.
Have you been listening to the show, Tony?
I have.
Right, I wasn't talking about you, Tony. I was talking about Gatford and Andre.
Oh, I do apologise, Ian. I thought you mentioned me in the conversation.
Your apology is accepted, Tony.
I'm a little bit tired. Okay, Ian. Big subject here. The Black Cab caller you had calling before regarding, you mentioned you pretended to be on the phone. Now, prevalent subject here. How do you deal with the charity botherers on the street?
Oh, I tell them to piss off. I tell them to piss off. Honestly, I've got no time. I have to go on your bike, son. Not having any of that.
Pretending to be on the phone is a very preferred tactic I use, as that guy mentioned. Also, if somebody's walking your way, you go to the left and walk around and ensure they don't approach you. Do you actually tell them to piss off in those words?
Yeah, I do sometimes, yeah. If they're the obnoxious ones that are waving and bouncing around and hello, sir, can I just say... I said, go piss off. Otherwise, I my usual, and Kath has seen me do this, I go, not a chance, sunshine, and walk on. I'm not paying their wages.
Well, it depends what they're appealing for. I almost feel slightly guilty when it's something like Amnesty International or, something equally as important a cause. But
you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Your charity decision should not be based on who visits you the most or who says hi in the nicest voice.
No, absolutely. But it's the ones that literally get in your way, and they normally start it with a compliment, i.e., nice shirt, sir. Oh, you're quite tanned. Have you been away?
Oh, that gets my back up.
That's when the swears come out.
Oh, Ian, you need to restrain, sir. You need to...
Why do I need to restrain? If they're gonna be patronising, the payoff isn't my opening gambit. But if they persist, then they're gonna get that.
Well, I may offer an alternative tactic. Slow your pace down until somebody's walking directly towards you.
Right.
Avert to the left, walk around them, and they have no chance of actually getting right in your in your personal space.
Well, hang on a minute. I'm not going to learn a dance routine just so I don't have to talk to some out-of-work drama student.
Ian, it's not a learn a dance routine. It's a slight step to the left, sir.
But his technique's working fine.
Oh well,
and I don't have the guilt that you seem to carry around with you if it's Amnesty International or something as important as that.
Also, why do they always have dreadlocks? Why do they always have white men with dreadlocks?
We seem to be. We seem to be slipping into a stand-up comedy routine there from the 90s.
I've never seen that.
No. Here's just a very simple tip. When they offer you their hand, don't take it because they will not let go of you.
If a stranger phones me up and the first question is, how are you? The phone goes down.
Stranger danger, guys. Stranger danger. It really is that simple. Let's go to Darren. Good evening, Darren.
Good evening, Ian. How's it going?
It's all right, although it's just dawning on me that when I was trying to set up this email account, I think I've knackered another email account. Oh, dear. Technology, huh?
I've got one, Ian. I've seen all the tweets about the phone there. You're going crazy about that phone. Oh, you know what, though?
What?
I understand, because I cracked the screen. You could press buttons and get things to work, but you didn't know what you were reading. And it's as if you've lost a limb, man.
Isn't it? Isn't it, though?
Oh, man, massively.
It's the worst. It's the worst thing.
Panic,
and honestly, it is like it is like crack. It is like crack.
Right. Well, according to you, we haven't had it. So how would you know? But I can imagine it is.
I can imagine it is. Maybe I have done crack, and I'm just saying I haven't, so that
maybe
I haven't done it. But you know,
apologies. I wanted to come to the Newcastle show, but you said I was the biggest knob ever to ring the radio because Catherine couldn't get back through.
Oh, hang on a second. Were you the one that was sending me shed loads of abuse on Twitter?
No, I sent you two, and I didn't mean nothing by it. I just took a huff.
What? But you had a right go at me on Twitter.
I didn't know. I didn't know how to work Twitter for one.
Well, hang on a minute. You knew how to type angry swear words and abuse and click send. You worked that bit out.
I didn't swear like.
What did you say?
I can't remember.
Let's find out. What's your name on Twitter?
Never mind. That doesn't matter though.
Yo!
Well, according to you, the biggest knob ever to call the show.
Yeah.
Look that one up.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
I think...
No, Kath, sorry, you retracted that, sorry.
Well...
All right, well, no, I'm putting I'm retracting that, so I'm putting it back out there.
I think what happened was, Darren, we joked about it, you took umbrage and then demonstrated some grand high knobbery.
But I do genuinely think you are the biggest knob that has ever called me.
Oh, Ian, you don't, man.
Yes, I do, man.
Well, what's the point in calling?
Well, but you didn't. You could have come and could have come and seen us, and you chose not to.
I can picture the scenario. I was not going to walk through the door, and I was really wanting to come, man.
You should. So you denied yourself the pleasure of coming to see a lovely, friendly show because because you were a knob.
No. I'm going to get called a knob on the flipping radio, right?
Yeah, well done.
What?
You brought it up, Darren.
You did bring it up. I didn't have a clue you were, Darren. I still don't really remember the exchange.
I don't mind bringing it up. I thought it was quite funny, actually. But
hang on a minute. You won't. So we got. Listen, cards are on the table. My cards are on the table, Darren. Put your cards on the table. Put your cards on the table. What did you say in those tweets?
I genuinely don't remember.
Oh, come on. I'm doing a Jimmy Hill here with my new beard.
Oh, shucks. I didn't remember, I swear to God.
You get wound up so easily, man.
Massively, I've been getting wound up by my friends all my life, but...
Well, you need to... Are you going to send me abuse on Twitter this evening?
I've never sent you abuse on Twitter since.
Okay. Since. Have I blocked you?
Shouldn't call us a knobber. I wouldn't know.
Don't be one.
I wouldn't know if you'd block me.
Even Kat's calling you a knobber now.
Oh well, I can accept that, but
have I blocked you on Twitter?
Back that again.
Have I blocked you on Twitter?
Ian, do you know what is it? If you had, I wouldn't actually understand if you had.
Right. Tell me your name, because I think I might have muted you. Tell me your name on Twitter.
I'm not telling your name over the radio.
Why?
Over the radio.
Why?
Because, well, just look Darren up.
There's loads of Darrens on Twitter, you muppet. Just give me your Twitter handle. I think I've muted you. I will unmute you.
if you've muted me, that's a disgrace, that, like.
Well...
Sorry?
Harry's apology accepted.
Well, let's
see what you said first, shall we?
Let me look. Give me your Twitter handle, and I'll unmute you. No questions asked. NQA.
No, not over the radio. I was talking about telephones anyway. I went right up the subject there.
Flipping heck.
Oh, I'll see.
This guy is. I mean, he's doing it all himself, isn't he?
You can't put us down any further than you did, so don't.
Well, you've only got 30 seconds now.
Oh, 30 seconds to do what? Exonerate myself?
No, to make the point you were going to... You talk to him,
I've already made the point, man. I've already made the point. The point is, right, even when your phone breaks, it's like losing a limb.
Okay.
I'd rather lose a phone.
Me too. No, well, I would actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling, Darren.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for listening.
Well, I wasn't really.
Every time.
Oh. Andre and Gatford.
Oh, yeah.
Just Dom to go next, and then it should be you, unless somebody else calls in. Is that all right, guys?
Oh, wonderful.
Is that all right, Gatford?
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. I'm hoping that either their battery dies or they die.
Talk Radio.
Now I've buggered up all the email sending technology at my computer. Life sucks. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Andre, you still there?
Hello?
Yep. Gatford, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Dom's on the line. Good evening, Dom.
Evening, boss.
Evening, sir.
I was going to do a quick autobiography thing, but since Gatford's waiting, I thought I'd do 15.
Yeah, please do. You get as many of those bad boys off your chest. This is where Dom reads a bit, an extract from an autobiography, or biography. I'm not biased against people who are too thick to write their own books. And we have to guess who it is. I tell you what, Dom, we can invite one of either Andre or Gatford, but because of the pony technology here at Talk, we can't invite both. Which one would you like to invite into this game?
I've abused Gatford quite a lot recently, so I think Gatford. Give me the opportunity.
Okay, well, I'm going to go for Andre. Good evening, Andre.
Hi, all right.
Right, so Andre, Dom is going to read us an autobiography.
Yeah.
And we have to guess who it is.
I'm a bit busy, but yeah, I'll answer you.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'll try and guess.
Okay.
I'll try and guess it.
Try and... Yes, go on, Dom.
Go on.
Okay, right, start of chapter 1, okay.
Yeah.
I'm standing centre stage, faces staring up at me at the darkness of a dimly lit room, the heat from the lights above adding to my nervous perspiration pouring down my forehead. My heart is pumping so fast it could burst out of my chest. My hands, holding a microphone, are shaking as my vocal cords work flat out on the current #1 record in the chart.
Michael Barrymore.
No. Andre?
Shane Ritchie.
One guess at a time.
Sorry.
Gallagher?
Is it Gallagher?
Oh, no.
Is it Gallagher?
It is not Gallagher.
Okay, it's not Gallagher. Catherine?
Jason Donovan.
No, okay. Next bit might help.
Bieber? Is it Bieber?
It's not a bit of Bieber, no. Right, I'll carry on. The year is 1953.
Yes.
The venue is Walsall Labour Club, and the song is Frankie Lane's I Believe.
Is it Beatles?
It's not Beatles, no, it's not Beatles.
Elvis? Kinks?
Elvis who?
Elvis, or the Kinks or someone?
In 1953? In where was it again, Dom?
It was Walsall Labour Club.
In 1953, you think it was Elvis Presley, yeah?
Yeah, it could have been.
Oh, well, no, it couldn't have been, because he didn't record his first song until 1953. In America. And he never came to England.
I bet he couldn't do those like this.
Right.
Yeah, Beatles.
No, it's not Beatles, it's not Beatles. This was my debut singing in front of a live audience.
Kenny Lynch.
I was 7 years old and there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
That sounds...
7 years old. So in 1963 they would have been 17. Yeah, no. Whoa. In 63 they would have been 17 years. Is it Ozzy Osbourne?
It's not Ozzy Osbourne, but you're in the right area.
Here we go.
Is it Noddy Holder?
Catherine, you're an angel.
Well
done.
Did she get it right?
She got it right.
If I were... Hang on a minute, I can... hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
George, you're a fanny.
No.
Why are you listening to Iain Lee?
That's not it.
He's an idiot.
Whoever's pleasuring themselves, please stop.
Yes.
No.
Hello?
Yeah, hang on a minute.
Andre.
For the sausage.
I'm trying to find the clip of... there we go.
Hey!
Wasn't really worth it in the end.
So, yeah,
Well, thanks for that, Dom, and thanks, Andre, for taking part.
Hello?
No problem.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We do come to the sticky subject of the fact that we have no calls now, apart from Andre from Basildon and Gatford. And I think the fairest way to decide who goes first is to have a quiz. Are you up for that, guys?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, go on. Well, I've got to stop what I'm doing now, then.
Well, what are you doing? He said, hesitantly, dreading the answer.
Drilling holes. But I'm going to go in the garden, so I'll get in the garden, with the phone.
It's 11:05.
It may be a euphemism.
Oh.
I'm going here, okay, hold on. Well, my old friend, you in the garden, it's really wonderful. Hello, carry on with the question.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, please. Right. So, we are going to have a quiz to see which one of you guys goes first.
I'll be here in the undergrowth.
He's doing his David Bellamy. David Bellamy is a climate change denier. Isn't that interesting?
He's a good gardener.
Well, he wasn't a gardener, though.
What was he then?
A botanist.
Hey, don't be vulgar. It's legal now. They can get married and everything. Right.
Ian.
Hello, Andre. Good evening.
You know Catherine, yeah?
Yeah, Curvy Cath.
She was a bit fishy last night, yeah?
Sorry?
And scaly and everything.
Yep.
I don't think she is.
Sorry?
I don't think she is scaly or fishy.
Listen, sucking up to her will not solve a thing, I'm afraid.
Covered in thick, glossy black hair, head to toe.
Oh, lovely. None of red, just all over her body. Sorry.
Okay.
You see me?
So, here is...
Yeah, I know she's nice. Anyway, I know her for you. Sorry. Right, go on.
Here is question 1. Question 1. What was the name of the original drummer of the Beatles?
Stuart Sutcliffe. What?
Who said Stuart Sutcliffe?
I did.
You said it, did you, Andre? Yeah, it's the wrong answer.
Yeah.
He was the original bass player. So Gatford, it's you get another go. Give it, Gatford.
Don't lie.
Gatford, give it your best shot, mate.
Deep best.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. 1-0 to Gatford. Let's just draw a little thing here. Gatford and Andre, 1-0. Right.
I'm a good liar. Go on.
Yeah. Question 2 comes from Curvy Cath.
Go on, Curvy Cath. Yeah.
All right then. Okay.
Go on, then.
Okay. Question 2. Name, and I want the full name.
Yeah.
The dark-haired singer from ABBA.
What? Not the Swedish one, the other one. Yeah. They're both Swedish, aren't they?
No, they're not.
The woman. She had dark hair, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Eurovision Song Contest. What's her name?
What was that?
Gatford, did you say something?
Anna Frid.
We got a surname?
Oh, you can't expect them to... No. You can't expect him to know the ABBA surname.
All right, I'll let you have it. Anna Frid. And she is not Swedish. Where's she from?
Oh.
Croatia.
Scandinavia.
She's Norwegian.
France.
Okay, it's 2-0. It's 2-0 to Gatford.
Am I winning? No, go on.
Question number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think of a really good question. That's got
a bit of indie music or alternative.
No. Question 3 comes from my mother. My mother has got a question for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Listen carefully.
I'm a mother and a father.
I'm a mother and a father.
And I've never given birth.
And I've never given birth.
But I never wonder. I'm
never
really
wonder.
still. But what am I?
I'm a mother and a father. I've never given birth. I never wonder, but I'm rarely still. But what is she? Guys, do you want to hear that again?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I'm a mother and a father. And I've never given birth.
Answer. God.
But I
Hang on a second. What was that, Andre?
God.
God. That is the incorrect answer. Gatford?
And a father.
Hang on a minute. Is this
I'm a mother and a father. And I've never given birth. But I never wonder. I'm really still.
Yeah,
But what am I?
She's rarely still. It's rarely still, but it never wanders.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Okay, let's
I
find...
won't be on now. I've had a try. I don't know anymore. I ain't got no ideas. Go on.
What? Sorry? What happened there?
You ain't got no ideas.
Okay, here we go.
And the answer is a tree, thickos.
It was a tree, thickos.
Yeah.
It was a tree,
lovely.
thickos.
Yeah.
Okay.
What that means, man.
Is Catford there? Hey, Ian, I've got a question for you now.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's ask the questioners round. Away you go.
Yeah. What come first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, the chicken did. No, hang on a minute. Where did that come from? Oh, it must be the egg. Hang on a minute. Who laid the egg? The chicken.
Yeah,
the chicken came first.
No,
that would have come out of an egg. Oh God.
That's wrong. Do you know the answer or not? I'll tell you.
No, please do.
The egg. Do you know why?
No.
Because in prehistoric times, dinosaurs laid eggs, and they evolved, and there you go. Egg come first.
Oh, fair play. Well, now that mystery's solved. That's
Thank you.
great.
Is that sorted?
Question number 4. It's 2-0 to Gatford, and this is to...
Do I get a mark for that one? Do I get a point for that?
Yeah, no, Gatford does. So it's 3-0 to Gatford. And this is to decide who goes first.
I'm not going doors now. Hold on.
On the show. Question number 4 is as follows. What was the name...
I was just about to plant them petunias and all.
What was the name of Elton John's wife?
Oh, flipping heck.
That's a good one.
Oh, I know that one.
That's a good one, isn't it? What was the name of Elton John's wife? Just the first name?
George Michael.
That's incorrect. Gatford?
It was like Spanish or something.
It was what?
It was Spanish or something.
Well, really?
It's wrong, but I'm going to say Kiki D. It's wrong.
Kiki D?
Because as soon as you said Elton John, I thought Kiki D.
Kiki D?
Shall I tell them?
Because they did a song together, you know.
Go on.
Renata.
Okay.
I've got to go back in now for something.
Now this throws an interesting twist into the game. Now Kath is beating Andre. She's not even in the game. It's 3. Gatford's got 3. Andre's on 0. Kath is on 1.
I'll get 1 mark for answering my own question right.
No, that
When
mark.
no one else knew.
That mark went to Gatford.
You're on 1 because you guessed Andre's egg.
Yeah.
He didn't get it.
Okay.
I had to explain the dinosaur and all that, didn't I?
Well.
Okay. Kath, question 5 comes from you, please.
Oh, right, okay. Another one off the top of my head. All right.
No, we arranged this before the show.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right,
Hang on a second, because Craig is raising a good point. Which came first, Andre?
Yeah.
The dinosaur or the egg?
The dinosaur.
Well, but where did that come from?
Evolved.
From what?
The river.
Okay, evolved from the river. I'm glad that's cleared up. Catherine, your question.
All right, then. Let me take you back to the 1990s, shall I, boys?
Oh, no, that one. Yeah, go on.
You're going to love this one.
Here we go.
Do you remember the girl band Bewitched? Witched.
Yes, I do remember.
Okay. Do you remember their song, C'est la vie?
Jesus, what is that?
What's what?
Right. So, C'est la vie. In the song C'est la vie by B... Witched. Do you fight? How does she fight? This is multiple choice. Oh!
Who was that, please?
Gatters.
Me.
Was it you, Andre?
Yeah, it was me.
It was Andre. Andre said
it wasn't. It was
No. Andre said, he's not going to listen. They're not going to lie.
I'm a compulsive liar. Go on, carry on.
It's
remember the 90s?
3 from Gatford, 1 for Andre, 1 for Kath, and so I should have just for clarification. It's the first one to 50 gets to go first. Okay, so we got some way to go. Gatford, it's your turn to ask a question.
Answer one, Catford.
Okay, no, I've got one. What is the capital?
Please, dear God, stop making that noise now.
Oh, flipping, just like the drill bit now.
Right.
Go on then, carry on.
What is the capital city of El Salvador?
This is worth 49 points, Andre.
Whoa!
40...
Never said that before the question.
Well, this is worth 49 points,
Andre.
Andre.
Because I know the answer.
El Salvador, that's in Spain, isn't it? Barcelona?
Is the capital of El Salvador Barcelona?
No. Benidorm? No. Alicante?
Nope. It's not in Spain.
Hang on a second. We have an instigator, David Babcock, instigator. He's playing the instigator card. Babcock, do you know the capital for 49 points? Do you know the capital of El Salvador? He's playing his instigator card.
El Salvador.
It's worth 49 points, David, and it will put you way into the lead. Just 1 point off victory here.
Isn't that the capital of somewhere?
What's the capital, David, of El Salvador? It's worth 49 points. You've played the instigator card.
Is it E?
Gatford? Is it
I didn't.
Is the capital of El Salvador E?
Well, actually, it might be a small E and a big S.
Is he right, Gatford?
No.
Okay, what is the correct answer? What?
Yeah.
What does he say? What does he say? His phone's knackered.
Sorry, I've been on the phone for
You're about to get cut off, Gatford, and it's going to be a technical knockout.
The capital of El Salvador is San Salvador.
San Salvador.
Oh,
Whoa.
Steady on, David. You played the instigator card. That means that David is put on the randomizer and can't return for 2 questions. But Andre, you're back in, and Andre, you've got a bonus. You've got a bonus 9 points. That takes you up to 10.
Oh, good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Right. Okay.
Well, then carry on.
Right. Hang on a second. Now we have a celebrity tweet as celebrity round as a celebrity questioner comes to the table. Celebrity questioner, don't reveal who you are, please. But could you please ask Gatford and Andre a question?
Am I a celebrity?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Please stop drilling. Please, for the love of God, stop drilling. Yeah, it's good.
Sorry, all right, okay.
Celebrity questioner, ask your question, please.
Okay. And I'm not expecting you to guess what it is, but I have something in my hand. Is it soft or is it hard?
Oh, dear.
No, I answer that. That's disgusting.
Sorry?
That's disgusting language.
Andre's passing. Catford.
On taste grounds.
Is David, is the mystery celebrity questioner holding something soft, or is he holding something hard?
I don't see how that's disgusting, but soft, personally.
You're saying soft. Mystery questioner, stay there. We'll find out the answer after this.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
03444 991 1000 is the telephone number. Although saying that, I've just I shut down Phone Box because it was being a bit nicky-nacky-noo, and now I can't seem to open Phone Box again. My touch screen is I get everything. No, cancel that. Don't know what I've done there. No. Does a responsible adult want to come in and open?
Do you want me to?
Yep. It's not working. What's going on here? Yep. There we go. That's not... and it normally pops up in that menu there when you hit that, and...
oh, dear.
It's not... and I can't type there. No, it don't come up there either, does it? Oh, here we go. You done it? Yay, we're in. We got ourselves a radio show. Well, I say radio show. I use that term very, very loosely. We're having a quiz to decide who goes first, Andre or Gatford. We were asked a question. Andre, David, sorry, can you just remind us of the question? Whoever's playing that music, stop it.
That's me.
Right, well, stop it.
No, I like it.
Well...
I'll turn the radio off. Hold on.
Flip it.
It's only a bit of chilling music while I'm drilling some holes.
OK. David, can you sorry, celebrity mystery guest, can you remind us of the question, please?
I have something in my hand.
Yes.
Is it hard or is it soft?
And Andre, are you still refusing to play this round?
Yeah, I'm objecting to this game, actually.
OK, all right, that's fine. Gatford, what was your answer?
My answer was soft.
OK, soft. Of course, we have got another player. He came in and played his You're breathing too close to the phone, Gatford, and you're a big lad, so it carries.
It's not me.
Yeah. We did have another caller that came on and played the instigator card and failed, but he is allowed to take part in this round. So, David Babcock, are you still there?
Evening.
Good evening. I don't know if you heard the question from the mystery celebrity questioner.
Perhaps our celebrity questioner could remind us.
If you could please, mystery celebrity questioner, just ask David Babcock the question, please.
Hi, David, how are you doing? Not bad. Good. The question is...
I get paid for this.
I have something in my hand. Is it hard or is it soft?
What are you going to say, David?
That's a tricky one.
Well,
I'm going to say hard.
Okay.
What makes you think that, David?
Just a hunch.
Oh dear.
Okay, so Andre's passed. Gatford has said soft, and David, who played his instigator card, let's not forget that, is saying hard. Mystery celebrity questioner, is the thing in your hand soft or hard?
It is the Airfix 1/600 scale model of the HMS Royal. It is hard.
It is hard in every sense of the word.
Well played,
it's made
David.
Of hard plastic, and it's a bloody hard aircraft.
Did I get it right?
You got it right, David.
Oh, joy.
So, David...
Can I play my challenge card?
Of course you can. Hey, whoa, buddy, sorry. Yes, of course you can.
Yeah, so I'm challenging that question, and I'm changing my answer to hard, so...
Okay, you are changing it. What we do is we go to the randomizer. Let me just hit the randomizer, and the randomizer is 50-50, Gatford.
Yeah.
If it lands on an even number, then the challenge card is accepted. You get 50 points. You automatically become the winner. If it lands on an odd number, then the challenge is rejected, and you go back to 0. Let's hit the randomizer.
Fingers crossed.
Keep your fingers crossed. Let's hit the randomizer. Randomizer's going.
Oh.
Spinning round.
Come on.
It's odd. It's even. Even. Oh.
Too much.
Even. Oh, it's odd. Odd.
Come on.
Oh, it's even.
Come on.
Is everyone suitably tense?
Evens.
It's
evens.
Come on.
It's evens.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, that is incredible gameplay, Gatford. Well played, but it's just gone to odds, I'm afraid, mate.
Come on.
It was evens for a lot of it, so you're down to 0. So the score so far: are Gatford on 0, Andre on 10, Kath is on 1, even though technically she's not playing. And David Babcock, you're on 25 points. You are halfway there. It's time. Thank you as well very much to the celebrity mystery questioner. Thank you very much indeed.
Anytime. Love the show.
Thank you very much indeed. That means a lot coming from you. Andre, it's over to you. It's the rhythm round. In this round, you have to beat out the rhythm of a famous song. And Gatford and David Babcock have to guess what the song is. It's the famous rhythm round. So, Andre, over to you.
No, sorry, cancel that one.
Hang on 1 second. Gatford, that one's been cancelled.
I did know that one as well.
It's been cancelled. David, that one's been cancelled.
I don't think no one knew that one. Right, you might know this one, though.
Okay.
Right, ready?
Just the rhythm we need. Here we go.
That's what I'm saying at the moment. You've got to go on that.
Okay, let's go to Gatford.
Remember the opening lines.
Okay, that's really great. Okay.
Name and known of the song, please.
Name and known of the song.
Name of the song.
Can you give us the name and the known of the song, please, Gatford? From that
Andre,
rhythm.
I'm narrowing it down to Ian Dury and the Blockheads or the Sex Pistols.
No, it's not alternative. You haven't been playing any or asking me any questions, so this is normal. But
this is Queensbury rules. Okay.
Right, so I'll give you a clue.
We're not playing the Dutch system, Gatford. I should have made that clear at the start.
Is it the Clash London Calling?
No, it's not. I wish it was.
Okay, well, Gatford, that means...
wish it was. It was beyond your power.
David, if you heard carefully there, Andre is about to give you a clue, David.
Right.
I'd like it if he played a recognisable tune.
It's just meant to be the rhythm, so you got a little bit of sneaky bonus there.
No, it's a better clue.
Oh, I've got it.
Go on then, Kath, what is it?
Hang on,
let's let Gatford have a go.
This David has got a... Now, Catherine, you are allowed, if David plays his hunch card, you are allowed to give him 3 clues.
Okay.
David, do you want to play the hunch card, or do you know the answer?
I can translate it into Morse code.
Sorry?
It says, help me.
Yes, okay, he's playing the hunch card. The hunch card is played, Catherine. 3
David,
clues.
3 clues.
Yep.
1. Thank you very much.
Yep.
2.
Yep.
First class, please.
Right.
3.
Checks in the post.
Excuse me, is this my clue or yours? Pipe down.
Oh, sorry, Kath, go on.
3. Cheeseburgers.
I'm thinking it's Elvis Presley.
Okay, yeah.
Might be.
Huh?
What's it called, if it was?
That's the thing. We need to know the name and the nom, apparently, of this song.
Could he sing the... Excuse me?
Hang on a second. Let's return to Andre. Andre?
Yeah, Kathy, I'm one screw loose here.
Yeah. Huh?
Just one.
Everybody's... Kath.
Yeah.
Inch and a half, yeah?
We're going to return to Andre. Andre, can you just give us the name? Can you just give us the song one more time?
What the?
It's the whole thing. I mean, it's the whole thing.
That's all I can say.
Let's return to David. David?
I mean, it sounds like the theme tune from The Big Break.
Oh, brother, you don't Elvis, do you? Even if it was Elvis.
Elvis did not sing the theme
show. Sounds really fight.
Elvis did.
Snookering you tonight.
That's Chaz and Dave, who will be coming on the show very, very soon. But no, it was not them. Andre, I believe it was "Return to Sender" by Elvis Presley. Is that the name and the nom?
Correct. That's me. Point for me.
Fantastic.
Do I get a point?
No. Sorry, guys. I got that question right, so I get 10 points.
I told you the answer.
So far the score is David's on 25, Gatford's on 0, Andre's on 10, Kath is on 1, and I'm on 10. Gatford.
Right, do you want me to... Oh, Gatford.
Hang on a second. Stop the clock.
Right.
It's the intruder round. We have been entered roughly.
And unexpectedly,
we have been taken hostage. Only 4 of us can escape with our dignity intact. But we have to get the intruder's question right. We're going to go to intruder. Please don't hurt me. Hurt her if you have to hurt anybody. But for God's sakes, don't touch my face. What is your question, intruder?
Well, my question is, when and where did the cooperative movement start?
Oh.
Where did the cooperative movement start? Andre, we start with you. It's the intruder round.
Who are you?
No, well, you're allowed to ask him 5 questions.
Right, okay. What's your name?
I'm not really.
How's this going to help you with the answer, Andre?
Go on then. Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, is this your second question to me?
Yes, it is, intruder. Yes, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry, I've had a couple. Go on, carry on.
That's your second question. What's your third one?
By the way, he doesn't have to answer the questions if he doesn't want to. That's one of the quirks of the intruder round. He's got a gun.
I want to play my archive now. Anyway,
he's playing archive. He's got archive. This is insane. Archive has never been played before in the intruder round. Andre, play archive.
My special card. I said my card's got to be played. That heads or tails to double my points.
Okay, yep, of course.
Who's tossing it?
It's the intruder's privilege.
Go on then.
Well, I'm tossing it now. Give me a second. It's tails.
Oh, Andre, I'm sorry, mate. You lose all of your points. That is awful. Gatford, the intruder is pointing the gun at you now.
Right. I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and say Aberdeen in 1498.
Wikipedia.
Not right.
Yes! Is it right? The intruder gets carted off by the fuzz. And only 4 can remain. So, we go now to...
Can you hold the line a minute?
Sorry?
I've got to go here. Can you hold the line?
Yep, holding the line, yep.
I'm talking just to get a bit of... see what's going on here. Oh, well, it's really wonderful out here. But hold the line a minute. Just go around.
Me on the line, hold on.
No.
Hold on.
Is it the 1980s on the line here?
Sounds like an old pervert.
Is he doing Challenge Annika?
He's remembering the last time he was sober. Yes. This is what was on telly.
The last time he can remember watching it.
I'm just staying here a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
What's this?
In the 80s.
Don't worry, Andre, we've got nowhere to go, you know.
Right, so it's okay. I'll just check in something. Right, carry on. Where are we?
Okay, right. So, David?
Excuse me.
Hello?
Steward's inquiry.
Yes, sir.
I've just Googled the beginnings of the cooperative movement.
Yes.
The first documented consumer cooperative was founded in 1769 in a barely furnished cottage in Fenwick, East Ayrshire.
But my institution predates yours.
But it's not the first documented, actually. It's unofficial, therefore struck off, get out.
Steward's inquiry number 2.
Yes, everyone's playing their Steward's
There's
inquiry
no Stewart
class
here.
with so much of the game left.
Sort this out.
And
Where is Stewart?
The Stewarts. We need somebody called Stewart to call in. Until then, all points are moot. I am saddened to say that only four of us can make it through to the next round. And I am out of the round. The intruder was not a fan of late-night comedy in the late 90s, and he has executed me, despite my begging him... No. Despite my begging him not to hurt me, he saw that as cowardice, and he executed me in front of all of you. So I'm out of the game now, so that's fine. Unless someone, of course, plays the resurrection card. not. But...
I'd like to play the resurrection card, please.
Oh! I've been resurrected straight away! Oh, David! David, that's so kind of you.
Can I ask, are you resurrected with full powers or are you slightly deficient?
No, I am resurrected with full powers, and it's really noble, because David was in the lead with 25 points. Of course, with the resurrection card, those 25 points go to me.
Oh, David.
So David loses all points.
Wait a second.
It's too late. The resurrection card has been played. I'm on 35. David is on 0 points.
Oh, David.
Stuart's inquiry.
Stuart's not here, is he?
No, you played that card.
Where's
I
Stuart?
played my Stuart's inquiry. I'm playing my Stuart's inquiry now.
Yep.
Where is he?
There's no Stuart yet.
There's no Stuart yet.
Right, well,
I
I'll
don't
just bring
think...
in my housemate, Stuart.
Yes.
He's coming in. Hang on, just...
Well, he
Stuart.
might be partial.
Yes.
He's not been listening. Stuart, love.
It might be fake.
Yep.
Put that down. Come over here, Stuart.
Oh, he's putting something down. He must be real.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Oh.
Hello.
Sounds legit.
Hello, Stuart. Hello, David.
Why do you live with a small child?
Never mind. Stuart, do you think... what was it? Oh, do you think I should lose my points for resurrecting Iain Lee on his show? No, I don't. I think that Gary should be evicted from the house. Thank you, Stuart. Well, Stuart has spoken.
OK, well...
Fair enough. Can't argue with that.
We can't argue with that. Who was Stuart saying should be evicted?
Gary.
Gary.
OK.
And sing at the same time.
Gary,
please.
Gary? The Stuart's inquiry has brought up an interesting twist in the game. You have been evicted from the house.
What?
No.
Thank you.
Doesn't mean he's out of the game, though.
Oh.
What?
All it means is you've got to take one item of clothing off. Which item will it be?
Left sock.
Left sock.
Is that the
Yep.
Okay,
It's out
well,
in the open.
He's now Gatford, as we know, has only got 9 toes, and the obscene foot is now on display.
Okay. Are you claiming squatters' rights, Gary?
Correct.
Squatters' rights. Okay, that means David, I'm afraid we have to take 10 points off you, so you're now on minus 10. This is a very an unusual twist in the game, and those points get distributed thus. Gatford, you get 0 of those points.
Fair enough.
Andre, you get 1 of those points. Okay. Catherine, you get 2 of those points. Yes! And I get 7 of those points, taking me up to 42, 8 away from victory. This really is one of the most exciting games of Who Goes Next I've ever played. It's the first one up to 50. David, Gatford, Andre, all to play for. Dear listener, if you want to take part, 0344 499. This is Story.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over.
Iain Lee. On air and off the leash. On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
We haven't got much time left. Of course, this has to be finished by midnight, as we are playing by the Dutch rule system. You can still call up 0344 499 1000. Quick fire round. Andre, yes or no?
Yes.
I'm afraid it's no. Gatford, is it high or is it low?
High.
It's a correct answer. David Babcock.
Babcock.
That's the wrong answer, I'm afraid. Andre?
Yeah?
5 points. Well done. Gatford, would you?
No.
I'm afraid you're going to lose 10 points. That takes you to minus 9. And finally, in the quickfire round, David Babcock.
Babcock.
I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. So at the end of the quickfire... So, at the end of the quickfire round, it's me with 42 points. Kath has got 3. Andre has got 15. Gatford is on minus 9. And David Babcock is on minus 10. We go through to the humming round. This time, David is going to hum a tune. Gatford and Andre, you have to guess what the tune is.
How do I earn points?
By showing your boobs.
Oh.
Fair play. That's 10 points.
This one?
That loses you 3 points.
Damn it!
So, David, hum away. As we play, hum away.
Do I gain any points from this?
That's not humming, that's talking.
Yeah, I'm very good. Thanks, Kathleen, for that clearing that up. But come on.
Come on.
Play the game.
If no one gets it, then yes, you'll get 50 points.
I'm currently painting the poop deck and trying to think. Right. No, hang on. Okay, again. Yeah, go again. Oh, yes. That'll do.
Gatford, name of the song and the nom of the song, please.
Sounds very sort of 80s. No, I'm not sure. I'm going to go with Shakira and My Hips Don't Lie.
Good choice.
Incorrect.
Incorrect, Gatford. I'm afraid you have
Miles
to...
off.
Let's go to... Oh, hang on a second. Andre, did you hear the humming?
Yeah, well, no, I couldn't even understand it. I couldn't even hear it. It was really hopeless.
Very rude.
Okay.
Could you do it again?
Could you do it again for us, David?
No.
Okay, that's a no.
Lose some points for that, then, for not repeating it.
No, you lose 5 points. You're down to 10. So, Andre, are you going to guess?
Yeah, all right, then. Well, just there was something by the hummingbirds.
Is it something by the hummingbirds?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Okay.
How many getting?
No, shush. Now, because we are, this is the kind of show that we are, and this is the kind of quiz that we are, we're going to invite a mystery player to join us at the table. Good evening, mystery player.
Hello.
You heard David Babcock humming there. What was the song that he was humming?
Birdhouse in my soul. Little birdhouse. Little birdhouse in my soul. Canaries. Well, they might be giants.
They might be giants. Birdhouse in your soul. Was it that David Babcock?
That wasn't it. Incorrect.
Okie dokie. I'm sorry, mystery caller. I'm afraid we're going to have to execute you for that.
Do we get boobage?
No, there's no boobage, I'm afraid. David, could you reveal, please, the song and the nom?
It was After the Love Has Gone by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh, Here we go, you see. It's obvious now.
I should have known.
We're coming to the end of the competition, and there really isn't much between it. David's on -10, Gatford's on -9.
Whoa.
Sorry?
Nobody guessed it, so I get points, don't I?
Yeah, he's absolutely correct. You get 50 points and takes you up to 40. So actually...
Ian, can I play my joker?
Of course you can, Andre. I was wondering when you would.
Right, here it comes. Right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Right, I've just got to do this song.
Here we go.
On the sounds. Right, ready? You got to name the song and the band.
There you go.
Some and the nom.
Some and the nom.
Can you hear that all right?
Oh, yeah.
Rain in my kitchen and God rain in my room.
His poor neighbours. Just generally.
I got to tell you, I think we're safe. Ain't over there. Where am I gonna find that man?
Oh.
He's got found. He can be found. He's over there, I think he's underground. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
That's all he can
That's
say.
all he can say.
Let's go who is it, David? That's the question. Who is it?
I think, first of all, we have to ask if Andre's okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Am I okay?
You okay, hon?
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's all right. He's very nice. Very noble of you, David. Very, very noble. It's a gentleman's game.
Oh, is he all right?
He's fine.
Oh, okay.
So,
all
David,
right,
what's your answer?
Haven't a clue. Is it Spandau Ballet? True.
No, but I can give you another clue.
Please do.
Go on then.
Listen. Same band. Hold on. This will give it away.
Okay. I bet it doesn't.
Same album. Right, ready?
Yeah, we go.
You know this one. Hold on. Living on the ceiling. Give me me running round and round. Well, that's all right with me. Up and down, I'm up the wall, I'm up the bloody tree. That's all right with me. Yeah, that's all right with me. Yeah, it's all right to me. Yeah, it looks all right to me. I'm so tall. You raised me, then you let me fall. Small.
So niche.
Wrap me around your finger.
I think I know what we're doing with the listeners. Okay, that's stop it there. David, he was singing Blancmange, but what was the name of the band?
What was the name of the song?
Yeah, well, what was the he's right, the name of the song and the nom.
Well, the name of the song was Living on the Ceiling.
Yes, and the nom?
The nom was Blancmange.
It was, let's just go to Gatford. Gatford, is that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, well, unfortunately... Unfortunately, David got it right first, so Gatford, we're not going to give you the points. That would be stupid.
Okay.
And one thing we're not is stupid. That means that
the winner.
No, unfortunately it doesn't. It means that David is the winner! David! Andre, it means you don't get to make the point that you called in for.
Yeah.
So we say goodnight and we thank you.
Right.
And, Gatford, you don't get to make the point that you've been holding on the line for just under 2 hours for.
Can I play my come from...
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. So, neither of them get to make the point. David, what it does mean is you get to make both their points for them.
But first, can I just say, I've never won anything.
Actually, no, I'm bored of the sound of your whiny voice. OK, well, that's the end of the competition. We'll be playing that again next week. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you are more than welcome to. We haven't played... I think... we haven't... Well, we didn't... I was going to play this yesterday. And then we didn't play it. Have you heard this? The citizen's arrest guy?
Yes.
It's got bad language, so I think we're all right.
Let's just keep a finger near the gun.
Good. You said you're a police officer. No. Yes, you did. I will ask them what rank you are.
You said you were a police officer. You're the police officer.
You are called a police officer. No, you said you were a police officer.
Turn
left towards Charles Watts Way, A334.
Duty police.
I wouldn't say that to a bunch of like you.
So this is the producer of some, not Richard Digance, David Attenborough programmes. It's been a little bit of argy-bargy in cars, and he is now leaning in the car and he's about to put the occupants under citizen's arrest.
One of whom is an 11-year-old boy.
Oh, is he? Oh,
yes.
And then do not speak to me like that.
You deserve it.
You just said you were an off-duty police officer.
I don't talk to like that.
Okay, can you go away then, please? Simon, shut the door.
Hammer.
Oi! We've got you now, haven't we?
Mum! Go away.
Or Simon gets locked out.
Get out the door. You said you're an off-duty police.
For dangerous blocking, abuse and assault.
Oh my goodness.
All three. You're under a citizen's arrest. You're bloody right I do.
Now, here's the thing. Kids these days won't know that citizens can arrest people, but no one's ever tried to do it in their lives. This guy's doing it, and he's doing it in style.
You said you want us dead.
Like that. I do want you dead.
There we go.
Thus speaks a citizen policeman.
This is kind of similar. This is just a little bit below the rage I experienced in Apple earlier on today.
I want you dead right now. So get back in your car before you die. You get back in your car before you die. You will. You're under a citizen's arrest. Put your hands on the car. And get ready to die.
You're under a citizen's arrest. Put your hands on the car. Get ready to die.
Simon, I'm not opening the door.
You're under a citizen's arrest. You're under a citizen's arrest.
Fair play. He's Kojak, and he's booking them all. He's doing it with Jack Lord in a Y50. Book them, Dan. I'll book all of them. Here we go.
Tell you what, you are too.
That's the 11-year-old boy.
Son! That's my 11-year-old son! For assault! What's he done? What's he done?
doing?
What's he done? He's 11 years old!
I'm putting you under a citizen's arrest.
Is she? She asking what the charges are there.
Yeah, we've got to...
Excuse me, can you be a witness? Can you be a witness? Thank you.
Citizen's arrest. No, you don't put your hand on somebody with this.
Thank you.
Yes, because I got punched by her.
No, you did not.
You want to get involved with this, you're fine. I've just seen what you did. Yeah, and you didn't see what happened on the motorway with dangerous driving. You cannot behave that
Excuse me, who's dangerous?
Who round who?
You are.
How?
Why are you the only one shouting?
Because he's an aggressive man.
I'm trying to stop an assault.
He's an aggressive man.
Assaulted me.
How?
You punched me when I came in the car.
No, she didn't.
You punched me.
He needs a doctor. Somebody call a doctor.
He's a shouty man. You're under a citizen's arrest. Prepare to die. It's weird, isn't it? It's a strange...
I've never heard that one. I've heard the anything you say may be taken down in evidence against you.
Trousers. It's unusual. He's a bloke called Fergus Bealey, and he's a BBC producer.
Ex-BBC producer.
There we go. They washed their hands of him as quickly as they possibly could, I'm sure. And you do... Well, I mean, he's gone into hiding, rightfully so.
How embarrassing.
We've all shouted at people and put them under citizen's arrest and threatened to kill them, haven't we? Haven't we? Guys, haven't we? Haven't we done that? It'll be interesting to see how he's going to play that one out.
Just stop talking is generally the idea, I think.
Yes,
stop.
Yes. I'm so glad that mobile phones and cameras and social media didn't exist when I was an arsehole. Yeah. Another hour of this to go, dear listener. We'll have a little look in the papers and see what's going on. You can call in about anything. I did warn you, if you were new to us because you saw the advert in the Sun, that this was the late night alternative. You won't get rubbish like this anywhere else. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. It'll cost you pennies. It's probably free. And we will call you back. How's about them apples? You can give us a call about absolutely anything you want. Oh, yes, remind me. When we come back, I will let you know exactly what's happening on Thursday at 3 o'clock if you want to come and play Had, Stroke Tag, Stroke It. This is the Late Night Alternative. My name is Iain Lee. You are listening to Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
I get paid quite well for this, Tosh. Imagine. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We will call you back. You can call in about absolutely anything that's happened to you or is in the news or whatever. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold. A brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo's total star. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roam.
This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio. Oh, dearie me. Get ready to die. Attenborough producer in astonishing road rage rant at motorist. A TV producer behind many of Sir David Attenborough's BBC wildlife documentaries told a family he wanted them to die during a road rage tirade. Tirade, I think. Tirade, I would go with. Fergus Bealey attempted to put Simon Gale and his family under a citizen's arrest following a motorway incident. How does it work with a citizen's arrest? Are you allowed... You're not allowed to restrain them, are you? No one has ever actually made a citizen's arrest, ever. You haven't, have you? If you have, give me a call. I bet you haven't, though. No one has. No one ever has. Can't imagine anything more ludicrous. As if and a citizen's arrest is binding, but you're not allowed to restrain them. And no one these days is going to stick around and allow themselves to be arrested. But people don't even stick around to be arrested by the coppers, let alone a citizen. He grabbed Mr. Gale, 33, by the neck and screamed, "Get back in your car before you die! You're under a citizen's arrest. Put your hands on the car and get ready to die." The award-winning filmmaker also called the family winkers and is alleged to have asked them, "Do you know who I am?" Oh, no. He didn't say that, did he? Do you know who I am? Mr. Bealey, 54. Is it odd that I do feel a little bit sorry for this guy? Because he is going to be, everyone's going to be hunting him down now. Mr. Bealey, 54, spent 19 years at the BBC's Natural History Unit. His Skoda Octavia was involved in an incident with two other cars on the M27 on Saturday morning. When the police arrived, Mr. Bealey and tyre fitter Mr. Gale made allegations of assault against each other, but both decided not to pursue their complaints. I do feel sorry for him, but I feel sorry for everybody involved. The human part of me wants to think there must be more going on in this gentleman's life for him to behave like that, or maybe he is just an arse. I don't know. Mrs. Beaumont accuses Mr. Bealey of impersonating a police officer, to which he replies, "I wouldn't say that to a bunch of winkers like you." She tells him, "Do not speak to me like that." He then says, "You deserve it, you old slut." That is...
No need for that.
The TV producer says, "I do want you dead. In fact, I want you dead right now. Get back in your car." He then tells Mr. Gale to get ready to die. Oh dear. Then it goes on to tell us where he lives and stuff. We don't need to know where he lives, do we? We don't need to know where he lives. It'd be interesting to see how that story pans out, really. I mean, his behaviour certainly is unacceptable, but there is a part of me that feels a little bit sorry for him. I don't know why.
He was wound very tightly, wasn't he?
Yes.
But I wouldn't like to be the kid in the back of that car either.
No, you're right, actually. You're right. That's the important thing. Carl, I'll come to you in a second. 0344 499 1000. We dwell on the lighter stuff, but two of the saddest stories in the news today, I had a little weep at one. The Charlie Gard story, which of course is just... it's heartbreaking. He's not even 1 year old. And my little boy was at Great Ormond Street today, actually, because he was, it was poorly years ago, and he went for his final, I think it's his final checkup, and they said, yeah, he's fine. So they fixed him. But my wife said she saw the dad of Charlie Gard there, and she had a little chat with him. Also, that story of that bloke that killed that 5-year-old.
Oh, terrible! Because the kid lost a trainer.
Oh God, I was in tears, and I was aware of the story because when you've got kids, and a story of a 5-year-old, and you've got a 5-year-old, being battered to death by someone. When that comes up, it kind of just points up in your radar. Your radar just kind of pings a little bit. So I'd sort of been following the story loosely. But when he got sentenced to minimum of 18 years today. For those of you who don't know the story, it's horrific. He was the boyfriend of this kid's mum, and they're in the park, and the kid lost his trainer. 5-year-old kid, he lost the trainer. God. So the guy, he beat him to death. People in the other side of the park heard this kid, begging for some mercy. And then the police found because he lost a trainer. And the police found the trainer, and that's just like the worst punchline to the entire story. The police found the trainer, and having just spent a weekend with my 7-year-old and my 5-year-old, they're so precious and they're so fragile and they're so tiny, and they're babies, and this guy. I read the other day that this kid called him Daddy Innie or something, because his surname's Innie something. Daddy Innie, and he... Oh, God, I had a little cry when I heard the story today.
A poor baby.
A poor little baby boy, 5 years old. And you just think, oh, so precious. And there's just horrible, horrible things. And you see, baby Charlie as well. He's a beautiful little boy. And it's, it's... the whole thing is absolutely horrific. Let's do a clunky gear change. It's not fair to go to a call after we've kind of done those. So let's do a clunky gear. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one we can do. Here's a good one we can do. Carl, we'll come to you in a minute. 0344 499 1000. Here's a good one. We're all breaking the law. We are all constantly breaking the law. Who's that? Judas Priest? Was it Judas Priest, Catherine?
I don't know, but there was a time when we were using that all the time.
Brits' 32 little crimes, the everyday laws we break each year, often without even realising. It appears us Brits are a nation of proper petty crooks.
Careful.
What?
Proper petty what?
The average person commits 32 different crimes a year by breaking small laws, including not paying for carrier bags. Now, I do pay for the carrier bags.
So do I.
It's at the self-checkout thing, isn't it? How many bags have you taken? It will be so tempting to go 0. But I declare that bag. I declare that bag. Or I balance everything and carry it out to the car. Parking on the pavement and keeping incorrect change. What does that mean? And our disdain for the rules knows no bounds. We also brazenly beep car horns unnecessarily, drop litter and cycle without lights after dark. Then there is the parking on double yellow lines, throwing tree cuttings into neighbours' gardens. We wouldn't do that.
Well, if it's their tree, you have to, don't you?
Well,
but not yours.
We will find out. No.
I wouldn't, though.
You don't. I don't think you do. If it's their tree and it's hanging over yours, you're allowed to cut it off, but you can't toss it back. You've got to dispose of it in... so, yes. Mm-hmm. Obstructing the public by flying a kite in the park and vacuuming after 1 p.m. on a Sunday.
What? I mean, not that I vacuum, but...
A study found 2/3 of the population think many of these laws are completely unnecessary, although that does not stop 7 in 10, 70% admitting they feel guilty if they break them. Among the more serious misdemeanours are cycling through a red light. Oh, I thought we said a red light area. That's why I paused. I was thinking, hang on, what? Cycling through a red light and lighting up in a non-smoking area. A survey was commissioned by somebody. A spokesman said... let's take a break. Come back. We'll talk to Carl, because I bet he's broken a few laws. He strikes me as the sort. And then we'll go through these. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Evening, Jerry.
Hello, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Who says that? Thank you very much. Who says that? Thank you.
Me?
No, someone says... Say it again, Jerry.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Frank Sidebottom, I think. Thank you. That's what it reminded me of. You sound like Frank tonight, Jerry. What you got for us, boss?
Right, so that's the about that bloke with the Everest windows last night.
Yes.
He actually committed suicide.
Yes.
Shot himself.
What? Ted Moult. Yeah. This is what we found out. Yeah, Ted Moult we were talking about. The double glazing fella. He was a farmer, apparently, and he got depressed and he took his own life.
Yeah, sad story.
It's sad, isn't it?
I've saying about security guards and PCSA have citizens' power to arrest. Only warranted police officers have the official power to arrest.
No, but citizens can make citizens' arrests.
Yeah, but I'm saying security guards and PCSOs are just citizens.
Yeah.
They've only got citizens' power to arrest. PCSOs can only detain you for 20 minutes and have to let you go.
Can they put you in, a headlock? Can they put you in a headlock and give you a noogie? Can they give you wedgies?
I've had a wedgie today.
Have you?
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, flippin' heck!
I have a wedgie every day.
Lucky you.
Oh, I was going to say, it's the money, all them laws, them strange laws.
Yeah.
The money ones keep things for change on you, give you too much change.
I see. So if they give you, someone in the shop gives you more change than you're supposed to have.
Yeah, you think you got a bargain, I've made your fight.
I haven't had that happen to me for about 25 years, where someone will give you like an extra £5 or something. I haven't had that for years. I could do with an extra £5.
All the other laws.
Parking on the pavement.
Oh, I can do that.
Here we go, Kath, you've done number 12. Had sex in a public place.
I've done that.
What?
Outside Keele University.
I haven't. I wouldn't. I think it's disgusting.
Outside Keele University, so often.
Sorry, hang on a minute.
You told me you have.
No, it was in someone's back garden.
Well.
It was. That was not euphemism. It was literally in the back garden.
Is that euphemism?
No, it is not. It was
totally
in someone's back garden, and even then I felt uncomfortable. It was night time. I didn't approve, and I said to the young lady, I said, "Get a move on, because this." No.
What other laws are there?
This is inappropriate.
What a charming scenario.
Beep to horn for any other reason other than alerting traffic.
Yeah, when I see my mates, hiya!
Flown a kite in a park.
Yeah.
Used a fake name on the internet.
Everyone does that.
I'm Big Ball 69. Not had a TV licence and watched TV. Well, I mean...
He just puts TV down thing by the
Jerry, listen, I'm going to let you go, mate. Thank you for that. Up your bum. I want to phone this, because we've had a most bizarre text. I bet they won't answer.
It's not that fella again, is it?
No, it's not. I don't think. Now, let me check the history. I click that, and I click that. Oh, no, it's not. All right. Chris, answer your phone when I call, mate, because I want to find out what you're banging on about. You sent in a lot of texts, and...
It has not been possible to connect your call. Please try again later.
Oh. He switched his phone off.
Hit and run.
It has not...
Let's just do that one more time. What a bottler. Come on, Chris.
What's he saying?
It has not been possible to connect your...
Western society is finished. Liberalism, atheism and feminism have seen to that. It's not a matter of if the end will come, it's a matter of when. And that's from Chris. And his whole history is stuff like that. So that's great. It's a nut job. Evening, Kyle!
Evening, boss. You all right?
I'm all right, thank you very much indeed. I'm feeling tired, so much so I'm having a coffee, my third coffee of the show, and this one's got sugar in.
No, but you won't sleep later.
This is the thing. I'm going to lose weight now. It's happening. I'm losing weight as of today, and I've not eaten much. I've bought shed loads of this food replacement thing, and I went to the gym today, and I might be going to the gym tomorrow. Although I've got to come into London early to collect my phone, and I've buggered up all my emails. But this is happening, Kyle. I'm going to be slim again.
Why do you call those, the ladies that I used to work with, they used to swear by that detox tea that you buy at Holland and Barrett.
But what does it do, though?
Makes you wee.
Well, I think, yeah.
Well, I got up and weed 4 times in the night last night.
Oh, blimey.
So, I'm weeing perfectly well, thank you very much. There's nothing wrong with my wee.
Well, I thought he did other bits as well, but I could be wrong.
Detox is nonsense.
Yeah.
Your body detoxes you every single day when you go to the toilet.
Unless your name is Andre.
Well, it tries. It's only got a certain amount of time.
No, it's all. Here's how you lose weight. You exercise more, you eat less. That's it, guys. That's what I got to do. Oh, and maybe the meds aren't helping, but there you go. Anyway, Carl, what you got for us? Is that it?
Well, no, it was quite dull, really. I was going to say the two bits you've mentioned. I was going to say when I studied law A level, and my law.
We've got
a barrister.
Oh, listen to you. I'm trying to think of the name of a TV barrister.
Rumpole.
I was thinking of more Perry Mason.
Oh,
Judge Rinder.
We've got
or Judy.
Judge Grinder on the line. Here we go.
No, but I always remember my law tutor said the worst thing you'll ever do is do a citizen's arrest. Don't ever do it.
Oh.
Because it opens you up to much more legal action.
Yes.
Because they'll do you for wrongful arrest.
Or wrongful imprisonment.
Yeah. So
don't
ever do it.
Well, you say that, but if I saw someone doing evil, I would have to get out my chucks, do some wicked nunchuck moves, batter them, and then I would put them under citizen's arrest. And so I would do that, Carl. I would do it.
But they could do you for assault, Ian.
But they wouldn't know my name. I haven't been on telly for a long time, so they wouldn't recognise me. If they did, they'd think I was Ralph Little. So
you would get done.
Ralph Little would get done for assault, mate. And also, when I use nunchuckers, they move so fast that people don't even see them. They won't even know what happened to them.
It's because they're made out of foam.
Well, they are these ones I've got are foam. Yeah, that's true, actually. So that's not particularly helpful.
Is it like a blur when you move? Are you like a cobra?
Oh, mate, it is, honestly...
Does a cobra repeatedly hit itself over the head?
All right, I'm going to cut Kyle off because he's encouraging you, and I don't like that.
Oh.
Here are some laws that... I can't bother, okay, that one's... Throwing tree cuttings back over your neighbour's garden. Use someone else's Wi-Fi without them knowing.
Oh, you've done that. We've all done that.
Well, I haven't done that. What was that thing?
Didn't you, when you were in Greece, didn't the neighbour have something saying, "Oh, stop using my Wi-Fi"?
No, the guy in Greece, he let us use it. What was that thing that was apparently a thing for about 6 months, but I could never get it to happen? Bluetoothing.
Oh yeah.
Where you'd be on a bus and someone would go, "You're a tosser." It would just pop up on your phone, "You're a tosser." Yeah. Or you look sexy, and it was they hacked into your Bluetooth and could send you messages.
If you've got your Bluetooth open,
yeah,
then they can find you.
I don't think so.
They can.
No,
yeah,
I don't think so.
But you have to accept the message, don't you?
All of these laws are boring.
Mm.
Parked on double yellow lines, driven through a red light, not paid for a carrier bag at a self-service checkout. All this is just filler for the newspapers and now filler for this show. Use the fake name on the internet. Well, that everyone uses. That's not against the law. Stuck a postage stamp upside down.
Isn't that just forgetfulness?
This number 16 is a long one. Disturb people by ringing their doorbells, knocking at their doors and leaving before being answered, or playing knock knock ginger, also known as knock down ginger.
Or knock and run.
Number 14's a bit grim.
Go on.
Murder. It's a bit grim. I don't know if I've done that.
No.
Sex in a public place. The Boyle Law. In fact, the top 10 are all you.
They are not.
Number 10, been drunk on the street.
Yeah, I have.
Number 9, beeped a horn.
Totally, yeah.
Number 8, been a shit producer.
Whoa! I'm about to commit some GBH.
Vacuum between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. on a weekday.
No, I don't vacuum at all.
That's stupid. I mean, that is like those laws. You can shoot a Scotsman in the city of Leeds or something, isn't it, with a bow and arrow?
It's a Welshman, and it's in Chester. So be careful, because you obviously do not know the law.
There is somewhere you can shoot a Scotsman with a bow and arrow as well, within the walls of. Is it York? I'm going to say York. I think you can.
Read up first before you attempt that one.
I'm not going to murder a Scotsman. I'm not a racist. There's not really. There's not really a lot in any of the papers. What's this one? What we got here? I'll find you something, guys. Don't you worry. 03444991000.
Tell us a story.
Tell us a story. Rory, tell us a story. When guests booked into the Beverley Guest House, they were looking forward to a relaxing stay at a deluxe hotel.
Was it in Blackpool? Because I've stayed there.
Let's read on. But on arrival at their 4-star accommodation, punters were appalled to find collapsing beds, a stench of urine. I hate people who say urine. Really hate them. The same people who say auction and says. They say says instead of says. And a dead slug in a towel.
The fact it was dead is what, more offensive?
Now, after a flood of complaints about his filthy hotel in Beverley, near Hull...
Oh, posh Beverley, then.
Owner John Dixon Hart has been ordered to pay £7,000. Flipping it. Fuming guests, misled by the accommodation's website, posted a series of stinging reviews on TripAdvisor. One visitor called the Yorkshire Hotel a rat pit.
Oh.
Fellow guest Melissa J was disgusted after finding broken beds and something unpleasant on her towel. She wrote, the bathroom door handle came off in a friend's hand. Another friend perched on the end of a bed for it to collapse.
How many people were in the room?
And another fell through one side of the double bed.
4.
We also found a dead slug wrapped in the towel, so 5. Kathleen Lockett, and the O of Lockett is a 0, slammed the sleeping facilities too, writing, the bed was so old and lumpy I felt like sleeping in my car. I've never seen cobwebs so big. Others complained of a foul odour. Chepeb said, these people are all breaking the law because they're not using their real names on the internet.
Well, unless Chepeb's parents are particularly cruel.
The smell of urine was horrendous. Never book this guest house. It's like a doss house. When I used to work in Luton and Birmingham, and I do the breakfast show in Luton on a Friday. Then I'd go up to Birmingham to do an afternoon show, and then I'd stay there overnight, and I would do the Birmingham show on a Saturday morning. And I'd come home. And thank you very much, dear licence fee payers, because for 6 months of that contract, you paid for my hotel, and it was a lovely hotel. It was very, very nice, and it was literally around the corner from the BBC. But for the other 6 months, I had to pay. And I thought, there's no way I'm paying to stay there. So I would get the cheapest hotels. Now, there was one that was all right. And sometimes you could get it on like 20, you could get it for 25 quid a night sometimes. And it was tatty, but it was all right. But then there were others that were absolutely bloody awful. And there was one I stayed in, and it was 40 quid. And it was just like being in... I don't even know what it was like. It was like 3 houses that had been converted and knocked through. So you had to walk, and it was.
Is that the one in Birmingham you told me about?
Yeah.
Where it had the funny lamp and it looked like you were staying in a sort of ramshackle uncle's house.
Yep. And I could just hear people screwing all the time. But like really. I don't mind if people go to hotels and have sex. Of course they do, guys. I'm not a prude. But it was really unpleasant sex noises. Like, nobody was into it. It was...
Someone was overcompensating.
Yeah, it was... It's like sarcastic sex.
Oh, yeah.
And the headboard. Boom, boom. And I just sit there... I stuck a note under their door saying, come on, guys. Either
put your back into it.
Come on, neither of you are enjoying that. Just stop. Just stop. We'll read more on this in a second. This is Talk Radio.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over.
Iain Lee. On air and off the leash. On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
03444991000. Let's go to Steve. Good evening, Steve.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath.
Hiya.
I've got a riddle for you.
Brilliant. I like riddles, he said, finishing the last dregs of his coffee. Let's have it.
Right. There's a guy and he lives in a tower block. And every day he goes down, he lives on the 7th floor, and every day he goes down from the 7th floor to ground and he goes to work.
Yeah.
Then he comes back every night and he walks up, he gets the lift to the 4th floor.
Yep.
And then he walks up to his flat in the 7th floor.
Yeah.
Why?
Give us it again.
Man lives in a tower block.
Yep.
He lives on the 7th floor.
Yep.
He gets the lift from the 7th floor down to the ground floor.
Yep.
Every day, goes to work, comes back, goes in the lift, ground floor, goes up to the 4th floor, gets out, walks up to the 7th floor to his flat. Why does he get out there?
No, this is ringing a very distant bell for having heard this.
Yeah, I was hoping you haven't heard it.
A long, long time ago. Is his job relevant to this?
No.
No. Oh, I know why. I got it. I know it. I know it. Kath?
No, I ain't got a clue.
I know it. Stay there, Steve. Pat, do you know it? Hello, Pat?
Huh?
Yeah. Were you listening to Steve's riddle?
No.
Okay, would you like to listen to Steve's riddle?
No.
Okay, well, I'm afraid you're going to have to.
Okay.
Steve, could you give Pat the riddle?
Right, hi, Pat. A man lives on the 7th floor of a tower block, and every day he gets a lift down to the ground floor. He goes to work, he comes back, gets in at the ground floor, goes up to the 4th floor, gets out, and walks up to the 7th floor to his flat. Why?
I didn't understand what you said.
What do you mean you didn't understand what he said?
Can I have subtitles?
There's a man, bit racist, there's a man who lives on the 7th floor of a block of flats. Yeah.
Have you got his number?
Every day he gets the lift down to the
No,
ground.
he didn't say that. He goes down to the ground floor.
No. Okay, Kath thinks she's got it, but she's got it wrong because he did say that. Go on then.
No, he never.
Yes, he did. Second time he said he gets the lift. Am I right, Steve? He gets the lift down?
Yeah, he gets the lift down from the 7th floor where he lives to the ground floor, goes to work, comes back, gets the lift from the ground floor to the 4th floor, gets out and walks to the 7th floor.
There we go.
Every time he comes back.
Here we go. Have you got? Did you understand that, Pat? Don't look at Twitter, Catherine.
I'm not.
Get your hands on the car and prepare to die.
Oh gosh.
I have no idea what's going on.
Catherine.
I just rang up to do plate spinning.
Okay, we'll get to the plate spinning in a minute, Pat. Catherine, do you know the answer?
Is it because he wants to just do a bit of exercise because he's getting a bit tubby in that?
No.
Well, that'd be a good excuse.
That's one of the answers I gave as well.
Yeah. Shall I give you the answer, guys?
Go on.
Yes.
He is a person of restricted height. He can't reach the 7th button in the lift. Am I right?
I wish you'd never heard it, though.
Well, hang on a minute. I worked it out. I heard it like 20 years ago. I worked it out.
Oh, but you said you remembered it, though?
No, I did. I got work.
Yeah, he did.
All right,
he remembered
all
it,
right.
Steve.
I worked
Do you know,
it
he
out.
does this every time, Steve. Takes all the joy out of everything.
No, look.
Can I give you one of the answers I gave?
I've drawn a map. I've drawn a map of the building, and I've drawn it, and I worked it out from that. Go on, Steve. Well, give us a wrong answer that you gave.
That the what was it? The 5th, 6th, and 7th floor buttons didn't work.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much for calling, Steve. He called in just so he could give us the wrong answers that he'd given. Pat, you're going to spin some plates, is it?
Yeah, but I'm just a bit confused. Why was he ringing?
To be quizzical.
But why would you?
Well,
why would
you're
you-
about to spin some plates, love. I don't think it's your question to ask.
I'm just confused. It's just late. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay, Pat. Have you just woken up? You went to bed too early?
Yeah, me and Mum, we were had a really busy day at Thorpe Park, and
we were just like knackered, and I haven't been long awake. So
It's the worst thing you can do is go, if you get about 7 o'clock, you think, I'm so tired, I'm going to go to bed. And then you wake up about 1 o'clock, half 12, 1 o'clock, and you're screwed for the rest of the night and the next day and everything.
I have to get up and have a cup of tea, and it's just fake.
Well, I've just wolfed down like a whole saurine. You can buy pre-sliced saurine now.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
It's good, isn't
But
it?
it's really difficult to prise it apart. You know when you get like sticky toes and it's like that.
I could murder a thing about the malt loaf, right? It's not big enough. And also you can put thick butter on there. Butter on there. But it's not big enough, because I could eat 2 or 3 malt loaves in a setting.
That used to be the treat my mum used to bring when I was at college.
Do you know the best thing to do is get some well-known branded butter, don't put it in the fridge, leave it out, so it's almost like, you know, like really squidgy, and then you get the saurine and you just lick it in and just
Is malt loaf, and a food historian will be able to tell me this, is malt loaf the only true English dish? I think it is. I think saurine is the only true English dish, because everything else comes from, like, the Vikings or the Romans or you know, saurine, I think, is English. Saurine.
What's that? And also Tunnocks wafers.
Yeah, them as well. English through and through. And yet, you know, you don't see Nigel Farage banging on about them. Catherine?
I think Tunnocks are Scottish.
We're all... oh, yeah, I suppose.
I suppose that's true. Back to saurine it is, then.
Yeah, it's really nice. The banana one is not so good, though.
No, I don't like the banana.
I've never had that. Is it good?
It smells of sick.
It isn't. It's not real banana.
No.
It's like processed banana.
If you have too much malt loaf, though, don't it make you...
No, not at all.
Me.
God, I can eat loads
Makes
of
me
that
go.
stuff. No,
I've got one last little bit here. Like, you know, the end. You know, with bread, you get the
crust.
The crust.
I've got the crust bit now, and I'm just dipping it into moist butter. It's really squidgy.
Let's hear you enjoying that, Pat.
Okay, Ian, I've got a good 4 inches on it.
Okay.
Hang on. Well, so seriously, I've just delved it into some butter.
Have you delved it in?
Delved it in, and it's slathered, and I'm just putting it in my mouth now. Hang on.
It's got like gag reflex.
I know, it looks very good at this. Hello?
Spotty.
Hello?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Spotty Dick.
I beg your pardon, do you mind I'm eating saurine? You don't have to be mucky. Ian, can you dump him?
That's an English dish.
I'm an English dish.
No, Spotty Dick is an English dick. English dish.
You're ramming Spotty Dick down our throats. Can you get away, please?
No, there's nothing rude in that. Spotty
There
Dick.
is being rude. I get cut off the left.
Speaking of spotted dick, Robin Asquith's coming on the show soon.
Beautiful.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's coming on the show soon. Very excited.
I've seen your lineup for guests. I'm very impressed. Chaz Dave, Belinda Carlisle.
Yeah.
Dave Benson Phillips.
Well, no.
He's not confirmed.
Oh, okay.
Sam Fox.
Sam Fox, that's an amazing guest, Ian.
Yes, thank you very much indeed.
I'm really impressed.
Thank you very much, Pat.
But do you know what, though? Chaz and Dave is out today. I'm obsessed with the Sideboard song.
It's a good song. Chaz and Dave are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. I once, in the embassy rooms in London, I was paid to dress up as a woman and be a tea lady and Tottenham Court Road while Chaz and Dave sung. And I had to go and serve tea to media types.
Oh, the liberal elite.
You know, they were a bit...
The interview with Chaz and Dave is going to be pre-recorded at a mate's house, because a mate is related to Chaz, and Chaz is all well and good from the... I was speaking to my friend...
He's not been well, has he?
He's not been well. He had throat cancer, esophageal cancer. And I spoke to my mate Paul, who's his son-in-law, and I know Paul quite well. And I said, how's he doing? And he said, Ian, I've never seen anybody tackle the news of cancer with such an attitude. He was like, all right then, come on then, how are we going to deal with this? It was that. He said there was no self-pity, there was no misery, it was just a real, right, what do we do next? And apparently he's fine. He's got a few more tests, but he's fine. But I'm recording the interview around my mate Paul's house, and there's a piano at Paul's house. This is why I'm so
really
keen.
Jealous.
I am.
Do
So
Can I
hoping.
be your producer that day?
No.
Okay.
I am hoping that I'll be able to say, guys, look, we've got a piano. Why don't you just talk us through how you create that sound? And
Amazing.
it's going to be excellent. We're going to have a special show. Anyway, Pat, you're going to spin some plates, is it?
Do you know what? Let's not, because we've just had a sensible. Well, we can.
No, it's okay. You're right. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Back to this hotel. Fuming Sarah N5826KF, these are the reviews that have been left on TripAdvisor, was appalled to find no curtains in her room. She posted there was just a dust sheet pinned across the window. The hallways were covered in debris, including an old mattress against the wall. The staff, a.k.a. John, was so rude. The hotel's website photos were slammed by disgruntled Richard S. He wrote, "Do not be deceived by the twee pictures. They must have been taken in 1985. It is a shabby down-at-heel, dirty hotel." Of 278 reviews on TripAdvisor, 69% rated it as terrible. Hart, 53, who charged punters more than £100 a night. Flipping heck. Has pleaded guilty. You can get, like, a Premier Inn for less than that. Has pleaded guilty. He was fined £2,000. At Beverley Magistrates Court, he said, "When I took over the guest house, I didn't realise quite what was involved. I was drinking too much and the whole thing just got on top of me."
Ah, OK.
There you go.
Oh, that reminds me.
Hello.
Speaking about, do you remember that story we did? And this isn't about drinking too much. This is about people being less than hospitable. Do you remember that story we did about the bookshop where they were charging people to go in and browse?
Oh, yeah.
And we invited him onto the show, and he said he would, and then he politely declined.
Yeah.
Even though he was making a big deal about how he was the rudest man.
There's a TV series about him.
No, he's selling up. I heard on the news day before yesterday.
We should offer to buy it and then not bother turning up. So I've got an idea for a performance art thing, and I found a venue for it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. It's a bookshop in North London, in Wood Green. And it'll be open to you, dear public. It'll be open to 30 people. I think we can fit 30 people in there. I haven't got a name for it yet, but it's going to be delightful. It's an hour-long performance art, right? So it's a little bit winky. So 30 people come in. Up to 30 people. Only 6 may attend. It doesn't. And they come in. I suggest bring cushions or pillows. You come in. You sit on the floor or lie on the floor. You get yourself comfortable. You're going to be there for a while, right? And the lights are dimmed to darkness. Okay, the show has begun, and what it will be it will be an experiment to see how our minds interpret random sounds plucked from the ether via radio waves in the dark. Do we make up our own narratives? Do we apply... basically, it'd be me fiddling about with the radio for an hour in the dark.
I will definitely fall asleep.
Yeah, people might fall asleep. People might hate it. People might get up and walk out. People might love it. People might giggle. It's all good.
It's the ideal first date scenario.
It's going to happen
soon. Can you imagine?
Oh, I meant to email them tonight, actually, to sort out some dates. Oh, I meant to email about Chaz and Dave, and I forgot. Balls. Right, do that. Where's my diary? I've buggered my emails up, haven't I?
Well, write with a pencil.
Hang on a minute. Let's write down. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon. I'm gonna do it soon. It'll be like a tenner or something like that. I split it half with the venue. What's the date today?
20-something.
25th. There we go. So it's 26th to do. Chaz and Dave And performance art. It'll be good. So what I'll do is there'll be a radio, and it will be detuned, and I will very gently and randomly flick through the radio, because it'll be like one of those ones you got with a dial on, and we will find random bits of radio, and on the short wave and the medium wave and the long one, all the waves, and we might listen to it for a couple of minutes and then move on. Might listen to it for 30 seconds and then move on, and it will just be nice, and it'll be in the dark, so it'll be all the pictures will be created in your mind. That's happening. Hey, I can't walk past a story in the Daily Mail that's written by the science correspondent Colin Fernandez. The secret behind true happiness. It's hiring a cleaner. Now, well, we both know that's incorrect, though, because it does is create its own anxieties.
Well, you have to clean up for the cleaner.
You can't be in that, and neither of us can be in... Well, I don't think we have a cleaner anymore, actually. I don't know what's going on there. But you can't be in the house when the cleaner's in the house.
No, every Friday morning I have to go and vacate my bed and go and get in the spare bed at my mum and dad's.
The secret of happiness may be as simple as employing a cleaner, a study has found. Paying someone to do tasks you dislike, such as cleaning, shopping or weeding, creates greater... I told you to get a cleaner, and you ummed and ahed for ages.
Well, I had a lot of working class guilt about it. I don't now.
I'm
thinking maybe I get to do the ironing and all.
You're middle class.
Wow.
Give me that nonsense. The study's authors say having too little time to do the things you need to do to maintain your life is a new form of poverty that has nothing to do with financial poverty. Sorry, love, are we keeping you up?
You are a bit,
okay.
Yeah.
The solution is to spend money on domestic assistance, as this will reduce the stresses of being time poor in a way that buying a fancy car, an expensive meal in a restaurant or a new sofa will not. Ashley Willans, an assistant professor at Harvard Business School, and that is the one in America, not the one in Milton Keynes, said people who hire a house cleaner or pay the kid next door to mow the lawn might feel they're being lazy. I flipping hate mowing the lawn. I hate it. I've mowed it 4 times this year. I hate it. It's the worst job ever. It just really pisses me off, that job. Might feel they're being lazy, but our results suggest buying time has similar benefits for happiness as having more money. Paying someone to do the jobs you dislike will have the same. Researchers question more than... There you go. That's that. I mean, that's all that story is, really. The headline is the story. That is it. Yeah.
It does make me feel less guilty. I mean, it's not that I didn't have time, I just didn't have the inclination. And I was tired all the time.
Bizarrely, The Sun has got a guide on having it off in a car.
What?
Karma Sutra. Manual for all vehicle groaners.
Isn't that illegal?
Backseat driver, look at that. And it is what you think it is. Steamy windows and sweaty bodies sliding around on leather seats. It may sound like that racy scene from Titanic, but in cars up and down the country, Brits are getting all revved up. A survey shows we spend an average of 3 hours and 24 minutes bonking in cars. That's during an entire lifetime, though. Well, I won't tell that story. But what's the best... Basically, I borrowed my mum's car and I had terrible trouble cleaning it up. But
oh, God.
No, it wasn't me either. But what's the best way to make those sexy manoeuvres? Here is our Karma Sutra. Positions to get your engines purring with models Ed Short and Jez Gladstone, giving them a gear stick pleasure rating out of 6. The front seat straddle. And they're in their pants. The man sits in the front seat with the woman facing him on top. Jess said, I really enjoyed this one. It was pretty comfortable. Ed said, it's a normal position. Nothing too adventurous. Plus, I get to sit down and chill out. Jess gives it a 5 out of... they got a 6 gear stick. Ed gives it a 4. The va-va-voom. So it's kind of the same, but reversed. He sits in a passenger seat looking forward. She sits on top facing the same direction with legs in between. But this is the passenger seat. They are not driving the vehicle.
No, that's very...
Yes. Jess said, the position wasn't comfortable, but I struggled... It wasn't uncomfortable, but I struggled to get any movement. Ed said, it was tricky to move. They both give it 3 on the gear stick. Back seat driver. Now listen to this. The driver's seat is folded down. The woman sits on the guy, so got back to the guy and the back seat, and then bends over, resting hands on the front seat.
Oh.
That isn't going to go in. Jess said, a struggle to fit on the seat. Ed said, I had to keep my legs really straight, not comfy. She gives it a 2, he gives it a 3. Ball bearings.
What?
Here the woman can enjoy some heavy petting.
Oh, God.
Before getting on top and straddling her partner. The man sits with his legs crossed at the ankles. She sits on his lap, facing him, and wraps her legs around his neck. Use any seat except the driver's. Jess said, we kept getting stuck to the leather seats.
Oh.
Ed said, it was hard to get the movement going. They'll both give it 2. We haven't got time to do all of them, so we're going to go straight to the back seat. Spoon. This gets 1 point each. The guy gets on the back seat like a passenger, facing towards the front. His partner lies across his lap sideways, their legs stretch out across the back seat. Jess said, this position became a logistical nightmare. Ed said, it was more of a bent spoon, not sexy. I could barely stay on the seat, let alone have sex. And the missionary mile, quite a good score. I won't go into details of what it involves, but Jess said, this one was good. And Ed said, it's a classic. I liked it a lot. Basically,
it's a classic.
Basically, they're doing it in the normal way, in the way that God intended. That's it. That's your lot. Back tonight at 10. Thank you very much. Until then, ta-ta.